Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another horrific game. Tonight I'm joined once more by the fine folks at Brotherhood of the Dice and Infinite Monkey Tales, as we take part in the next session of the Draconis Strain Trilogy, an alien RPG created by Free League Games. Before I hand you over to the host, I'd just like to remind you to show support to our guest streamers by subscribing to their platforms and following their works. Links are in the chat and the description. And one more thing, tonight is a little bit special because we're having a giveaway. So make sure you're in the chat because one of these is up for grabs. So make sure you're on the stream. Make sure you're subscribing in the chat, whichever platform you're joined us on, and we will give you details later. And with that being said, I'll hand you over to the game mother. Over to you.
Good evening, everybody. So, what happened last time? I think,
nothing. We drove around a bit.
It's all quiet.
Yeah, we got out, spoke to some people, got back in, drove around a bit more. I think.
Yeah, the company has given me a pre-prepared statement to read out. So
I've been told to say nothing without having a lawyer present first.
So I'll have a bit of a recap, shall we? So tensions have come to a head in the Kruger 60 system. 1 week ago, the UPP, the Union of Progressive Peoples, annexed the nearby 61 Cygni system. In response, the United Americas Allied Command assembled a fleet to retake the system, using Fort Nebraska on the moon of Arrakis as a staging ground. With the UPP predicted to move in on Kruger 60 next, the United Americas began to evacuate the colony on Arrakis. Then, for undisclosed reasons, the evacuation was suspended. With barely a skeleton crew of military personnel left moonside, over 2,000 desperate and panicked colonists, and a growing insurgency problem, it was only a matter of time before things blew up. Into this powder keg are thrown a ragtag group of Marines plucked from various platoons who thought they were heading to the war. Now they have been assigned as Charlie Team, tasked with bringing a group of 4 Marines who have gone AWOL with highly classified intelligence. The 4 missing Marines, Wojcik, Cavello, Wright, and Reese, are all former members of the Sin Eaters, an elite group of Marines that are sent in dark on missions that no one else will take. Major Hatfield, himself from the infamous Sin Eaters, is Charlie Team's coordinating officer at Fort Nebraska, located at the center of the colony. Deadly force has been authorized against the AWOL Marines. So it should be worth noting at this point as that each of you was pulled from different platoons. So Captain Silver, Private Hammer, Private Dante, and Dante, they were all from the Sin Eaters, all from a former platoon. They've been worked in a platoon together. Whereas Chaplin, Mason, and Iona were from a completely separate platoon, not of the Sin Eaters. And go on, Mark, pronounce the name. I don't want
to smell the belt. Zmijewski.
Came from a platoon of his own, so he's the only one who is like, hasn't met anybody else in this team that's been formed. So anyway,
Unpronounceables?
Sorry,
what was the squad name? The Unpronounceables?
The chesty cuffs.
The A to Z's.
Yeah. So Charlie Team's first port of call was the Arrakis starport, which was locked down tight. A number of disgruntled colonists that were due to be shipped off Moon just as the evacuation was suspended were being held under armed guard in one of the hangars. While Captain Silver and Warrant Officer Chaplin spoke to the officer in charge located in the control tower on the starport, the rest of the squad decided to discreetly infiltrate the hangar containing the colonists to see if any of the AWOLs were amongst their number. So, of course, things didn't exactly go to plan. There was a brief standoff with the Marines in the hangar, who initially suspected Charlie Team as being possible insurgents, but the situation was soon diffused with the return of Captain Silver. But before Charlie Team left the starport, the angry colonists made a break for the Monaghan, the medical frigate that was assigned as one of the evacuation ships. Before the Marines could get the situation back under control, an insurgent among the colonists detonated a bomb vest, crippling the Monaghan and killing scores of the colonists. The situation escalated further as it was decided to search the surviving colonists for any further possible threats. There is some dissension in the ranks, and in the confusion, this is what I'm going to call it, in the confusion, Private Hammer guns down a dozen or more of the colonists before the situation is brought back under control. In a demonstration of how important the mission must be, though, although Charlie Team is recalled back to the fort after a loud dressing down from Major Hatfield, they learn that the top brass has cleared them to return to the field. And you even hear whispers that the orders have come down from the top, from Colonel Myers himself, commanding officer at Fort Nebraska, including him issuing a cover story of, well, it's not total, just a twist in the truth a little bit, but a cover story of an attack carried out by insurgents at the starport. So, out in the field, as a heavy storm front breaks, a freezing blizzard swallowing the colony, Charlie Team heads towards the Eye of Oblivion, the only bar still open on the colony, following a potential lead on the AWOLs. En route, you were stopped at an abandoned checkpoint by a group of Weyland-Yutani commandos in ape armor, which is kind of like these padded suits.
Yeah.
Full padded suits with face gear. They've got breathing apparatus and filters, but it's padded armor, almost like the stuff that the police wear when they're training attack dogs, but a full thing. So you stopped at this checkpoint by a group of Weyland-Yutani commandos in ape armor, who inform you that Miss Eckford, the Weyland-Yutani executive and head scientist at Fort Nebraska, second only to Colonel Myers, wishes to speak with you.
Okay. And she was outside the APC, wasn't she?
So we retcon that a little bit. So she's not outside. She's inside this building.
Okay. Right. So the corporate soldiers are outside the APC, though, aren't
yes.
they? How many of them is there?
There is about 4.
Okay. Right. Everybody deploy. Secure the perimeter. Make sure that there's no snipers in the towers across from us or anything like that. Keep the thing locked down. Chaplain, you stay with the APC. Keep it locked tight until we come back.
Yes, sir.
Mason,
any other orders, sir? Any other orders, sir?
No. Sit tight. Keep your eyes peeled. Let me know the second anything goes down.
Roger, sir. Okay, so start getting everybody out and position them. So Hammer, obviously, he's got a smart gun. Get him in a good elevated position for giving cover and fire. Spread out. So we've got line of sight with each other and 360 defense. So we'll carry on doing all that shenanigans.
Okay, so one of the Weyland-Yutani commanders comes over to Captain. So he says, "So this isn't some field operation. Miss Eckard's inside. She wants to speak to you all."
I understand that, but there's also a hostile presence around here. We're as much peacekeepers as anything else. I'm
We've
not
got the place.
accusing Miss
We've got the
Eckhart.
place locked down, Captain. Don't you worry about it. We got the place locked down.
Wow.
Is the offer to the entire squad, or is the OC just going to listen to it? If that makes sense.
Miss Eckford, sorry, Miss Eckford has asked to speak to. She has to speak to Charlie Squad. So you take that for what you will.
Mason, do you want to come with me?
Roger out, sir.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
I'll not rescind them. I'll keep them on the perimeter, so you can make sure it's secure.
Okay, so you're leaving everybody. Just you and Mason going in then, yes?
I think so.
Makes sense. The officer and the senior NCO. So
Okay, so the commander of this squad, this ape squad, he kind of shrugs. You can just about see him shrug through the like a massive padded suit, and he directs you inside a closed down theatre that the checkpoints at the side of. So in the foyer, posters advertising past performance of King Lear, and inside another pair of ape commandos lead you into the auditorium, where upon a throne center stage sits Wayland Yutani company exec Miss Eckford. She doesn't get up, but she regards you all with a welcoming, almost predatory smile before leaning back in the throne. And you're not sure whether she's speaking out loud or she's addressing you, but she's, I always thought that Oppenheimer did himself a disservice. Now I am become death, this destroyer of worlds. Oh, boo-hoo. All so dramatic. He should have owned it, embraced his creation, the proud father of a new age. After all, we might not be here now if not for him. And she turns to look at you.
sorry,
So-
Mom. I wasn't much for studying history. I'm a simple creature.
Yeah. I looking nonchalantly, I'll get out my cigarette and light it. I'll say, "What did you want from us, Miss Eckford?"
all this talk and death and destruction. It isn't the greatest exercise in PR, but we here at Wayland Yutani, in collaboration with the UAAC, are creating life. We are creating miracles. And that is why we are here, after all, to better ourselves, to raise ourselves up, to drag the uncomprehending masses with us, even though this is a somewhat thankless task at times. With our work here, we have made life the likes of which you could not possibly believe.
Have I
With this
missed-
knowledge,
Yeah.
with this, she just talks over the top of you. So with this knowledge and power, we are upon the cusp of a new age.
I whispered, "Boss, do you know this play?"
We have not become like death, but like gods. Good and evil, life and death. These are all mere childish concepts that will be cast aside in the dawn of our new xenobiological age.
I don't know.
I'm not sure of that play, Mom, but yeah, well done.
Yeah, I don't know what this is in reference to, but I've
sure she's
heard a
quoting
lot
the
of
Bible.
Marines go down a similar path, and it never ends well, Miss Eckford.
Well, they were not Miss Eckford. And I can see the dab to the confusion. You are colonial Marines after all. And I'm sure you're probably wondering why I've granted you an audience here today.
You could say that.
And then she kind of like...
And I'll raise my eyebrow at the word granted.
and she kind of looks off into like middle distance. Today, is it daytime? She looks over at one of the ape soldiers who responds in muffled voice. I don't know, ma'am. Don't you find this place so terribly bleak and depressing? Now,
Who should talking to?
while my dog catchers and myself are more than capable, I will admit these AWOLs might be a little reluctant to listen to what I have to say, as unfounded as any imagined concerns they might be. Some ridiculous us and them mentality, no doubt. Whereas you, Captain Silver, and your squad, you might have a more calming effect. And she kind of chuckles. Of course, despite the incident over at the starport earlier today. By the way, you can thank me later for helping to ensure that that Private Hammer isn't awaiting court-martial in a brig. Especially after Mayers just pulled him out of the brig for nearly beating a fellow Marine to death over a game of cards, I believe.
I'll kind of like take a deep breath and I'll say whether that's a good thing or a bad thing that you've saved us from that fate remains to be seen. But you're reliably informed, Miss Rockford.
Oh, yes.
Eckford.
Well, we are Waynald Yutani. We know everything, Captain Silver. We know everything.
Prove it. What's going on with these AWOL Marines?
I'm afraid some of that information is above your pay grade, Captain. Were you privy to this information at your briefing? No, you were not. I know you were not.
With all due respect, man, that's bullshit. We have orders to get these people. And if you're withholding that, you're hindering that mission. You're putting my men's lives in danger.
Might I remind you, Captain, my authority at Fort Nebraska is second only to Colonel Myers. And you should do well to remember that Colonel Myers often defers to my advice.
I understand that, ma'am. And I'm not trying to be awkward, but I need to find these people. Those are my orders. That's what I'm concerned about.
Indeed they are, Captain Silver. Indeed they are. And
So why aren't you helping?
That is precisely why I've called you here. So just in case it requires further clarification, if it hasn't quite sunk in yet, I have a proposal for you, Captain. Your current orders are to bring the AWOLs in dead or alive, are they not?
I'll look to Mason like, Jesus Christ, this woman's well informed, but not like surprised, like cynical kind of looking. But I'll not say anything. I'll just kind of puff on my cigarette and eventually nod.
Okay, so
I get the message and I'm like, yep. We're in the middle of I feel like rats in a trap. Hence why the whole squad's not here, because we have enough problems without this getting involved in this shenanigans.
I just
their heads up.
One question: Is this
Your garden? You're on a roof.
No. Is this all being done over open comms?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
There's a reason why you're on the roof, guarding the street.
It is not being done over comms. It is your comms. Your comms are suspiciously silent as well. Everybody who's outside, you don't hear. You hear your chatter between yourselves, but that's it.
Interesting, isn't it?
Electronics.
So, I want to guarantee their safe return. In fact, my information tells me that, like these AWOLs, you yourself are a member of the Sin Eaters, Captain Silver. Don't
What
answer.
if
I know it. Don't answer. I know it to be correct. I'm sure you, of all people, would want to ensure that they are treated fairly.
I will admit, I'd prefer to bring them in alive. Yeah, they're Marines first and foremost. They may have fucked up. They may be wayward, and I would be doing the Corps a disservice if I didn't at least try and bring them back alive.
Very good. That's good to hear. As I say, we are interested in life, not death. Bring them back.
They might make that decision for us. I'm sure you can appreciate the wild card factor.
She just talks over the top of you.
Mm.
I look at one of the apes and I'm like,
So bring them back to Fort Nebraska, Captain Silver, alive, and I can assure you the benefits of the company's gratitude will be most beneficial. Something I'm sure at least some of those amongst your squad would benefit from a great deal. Or if they don't realize this, then they surely will.
Okay.
I whispered to the captain, there's 2 Marines that need a 2-year guard posting at Fiorenina 161. Could that be arranged?
Nothing would give me more pleasure. So let me get this straight. You're wanting us to bring them in alive.
She looks over, looks a little bit puzzled, and goes, well done, Captain. I can see why the Major handpicked you.
The Major handpicked me for my abilities, as he allegedly handpicked all my men. And make you this promise, I will do what I can. But when shit starts to go wrong, I'm not going to put my men's lives in any more danger than I have to. We'll do what we can to bring them back alive. Well, but if it's between my men and them, then we're taking them down.
The decision is yours, of course, Captain. But, I'm surprised at your attitude. You put the lives of these other Marines who you barely know, can't have known for more than a few days, over the lives of members of your own platoon, of your own fellow members of the Sin Eaters. Well, whatever. You do unfortunately have a free will, Captain Silver. The decision is yours. I have made my proposal, and this conversation is over. So, if you would escort Captain Silver and his whoever that is, escort them from the building, please.
Okay. So I drop my cig on the floor and stamp it out. I said, thank you for your time. I guess that's what separates us. You can't understand why I'd sacrifice myself for my men and why I'd do the same, expect them to do the same for me, because you're not a Marine.
She doesn't appear to be. She's like mutters, talking to herself. Doesn't appear to, even acknowledging you anymore. You can both make an observation check as well.
Okay.
Okey-dokey.
Do I want the stress? That's a question.
No, there'll be no stress. If you generate any stress, you can cancel it
off. Observation.
Yeah, so that generates some stress, so you can cancel. You can remove it.
That's not bad.
You can remove it. Yeah, ignore that. Reset that. Remove the panic and remove the stress, because that was not a stressful situation. I just wanted to see if you noticed something.
This game's just designed to just freak you out. It's an empty room, nothing's happening. Ah!
Yeah, well, yeah. So do you know how to do that, Lee?
Right.
No.
Top. Ouija.
So I'll remove the panic for you. Put you on the panic status, and I'll lower your stress by. Have you lowered the stress by 1?
Yeah.
You did. Okay, I've turned off the panic status. That shouldn't, like I say, it's. Okay, so you both succeeded, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so.
Did we see the trailings of the white jacket? The straight jacket underneath.
So
It's been undone.
you know, perhaps conferring with each other as you're walking, as you're being led back from out of the auditorium and back out of the theatre. You noticed that you heard no comms chatter from the rest of the squad while you were inside, but there was some strange feedback, almost like an echo of what Miss Eckford was saying over your own comms.
Well, is she transmitting somewhere else? Anyway, as we're walking back, take it the
Just a
the
moment,
troopers beside me.
Just a minute. So as you are being escorted out anyway, she's you just you see Miss Eckford relax, sort of lean back, relaxing in the throne upon the stage. And, you know, I think this rather suits me.
So I speak to the ape guard in a way. I'm like, are you permanently assigned to her?
Oh, you're saying this to one of the
Yeah, one of the guards is
Yeah.
European.
Yeah.
we're Wayland Yutani Commandos. We are currently assigned to Miss Eckford.
Is it worthwhile? That seems like a bit of a tough gig, my friend.
You should check your pay packet, mate.
As long as it's worth it, because I'd have a headache after 2 days. God, fair play to you. You know, and I just pat him on the shoulder going, fair play. You know, you're earning every penny. Nothing?
Right. No, nothing.
Do they get a personality act to me before joining it? We'll have no humor in this room.
So you return to the APC. So as you step
Before we
outside,
go to the APC, obviously I want to, sir.
Yeah.
That was rather strange.
your comms come back. Your comms suddenly like with a crackle.
Right. I just had to.
Yeah.
Just
Mute it.
Yeah. Mute the comms then. I'll just kind of like sigh and say, yeah, I fucking hate these corporate assholes. They're like ghouls.
Yeah, well, we haven't been asked to do anything that we're not doing anyway. I don't think we'll bring us the rest of the squad because this makes no sense and they don't need that in their heads.
That's right, Sergeant. And doesn't that scare you a little bit?
It does a
They're
bit.
asking us to do exactly what we've been ordered to do. Doesn't that make it a little bit fishy?
Yeah, there's something going on here. We have been pulled into something nasty.
Exactly.
And it's all be me to say it. These AWOLs might have a point if this is the way it's going. Not that I would.
I wouldn't go that far, Sergeant, but I'm going to need your help to pull this team together.
Well,
which way I
suggested the postings. Dante obviously thinks he's at the end of his contract, not realizing that contract can be extended at any point due to special orders. That might work in that respect. Hammer, if he's going to be a rabid dog, he might need to be put down.
Yeah,
We could all be sitting in the brig, sir.
If it came to it, absolutely. I've seen him in a fight. He's good when the shit goes down. Hopefully, we can keep a lid on him until it does.
Yeah, we're walking him thin ice at the moment, sir, until we get to that point. There's still civilians around, and this is in the middle of the hot zone as it is.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm going to need your help to keep a lid on him. We're going to have to be tough on him.
But that's why they're guarding in the snow while we went inside.
That's right. But I think when we get back to the APC, I think we can conversely be a little bit, let him in a little bit on this and tell him why we've got suspicions and why we want to keep his eyes open. Maybe it might pull him together a bit.
Right, sir. Well, of course, I'll follow your lead in this. You you lead the conversation, and we'll take it from there.
Okay.
Roger
Okay,
that.
Marines,
Back on.
Okay.
mount up.
Size.
You heard the man. Double time. Mount up. Go, go, go.
Yep.
Okay, so Iona nods and she powers up the APC. Like it takes a few attempts. The engine chokes and coughs a few times. Then there's like an explosion of like black smoke issued from the exhaust, and it finally roars like, Jesus Christ, Captain, they've given us a right piece of shit here.
That piece of shit is a finely tuned piece of Marine Corps machinery.
God help us all,
What
then,
did you
Captain.
expect, a Rolls Royce?
The equipment is only as bad as its operator.
Right, she just shrugs and turns back and like puts the APC into gear and yeah, you set off again.
Yeah.
So as you
So obviously everybody's... Oh, go on.
no, go on, no.
I was just going to say, so obviously everybody sat down, so
yeah, they might be curious about what's gone off.
Yeah. So kind of like sit across from them or stand across from them where the consoles are on the layout, and say, right, listen up, guys. The sit rep is this. Weyland Yutani, for some reason, have got a stake in these AWOL Marines. We met the second in command to Colonel Mayer. She wanted to speak to us personally. Okay. What's your thoughts on it, Sergeant? What's your thoughts on her demeanor and her character?
Personally, sir, I think she's off her box. That is not a well woman. I don't know what her plan is. I don't think maybe she knows herself. That is one dangerous individual. We need to be careful.
Exactly. She's a couple of bullets short of a full clip. Okay. So that makes me very nervous. I fucking hate these corporate ghouls. At the best of times, but she's got a vested interest in these, which makes me very uneasy. I think we're being dropped in the shit. Something seriously deep here. So we need to pull together. We need to act as a team. I'm going to need you on this. So keep your eyes peeled. Let us know the second anything unusual happens. What was the comms like outside?
Nothing.
Comms was dead, sir.
We got nothing.
Yeah, they were obviously jamming us in some way.
We just presumed
Or
you turned
maybe
it off.
Yeah, we might have to check that on his way. Get Chaplin to check it, or somebody who's got.
Do we have a comms expert in the group?
Yeah, who's the comms expert?
Do you have a comms?
I'm CBRN, which is absolutely no use unless they're dropping.
That will be Chaplin. Chaplin is your comms expert.
Yeah, we'll ask Chaplin to check the comms as we're going to the Oblivion.
See if we can come up with a workaround. As usual with the Corps rules, improvise, adapt, and overcome.
It's back normal now, I'm guessing. I think it's normal now.
Yeah.
It just wasn't, so I just want him to check over the feed, make sure everything's operating like it should, and that there's nothing unusual.
So Chaplin He's at one of the consoles in the APC, and he doesn't respond.
Just lightly tap him, on
And
his back, Chaplain.
He doesn't jump. He just kind of casually looks around. Sorry, Captain Silver.
I just kind of like smile, like disbelief, like, and shake my head. And say, right, comms. You know how to do shit on comms, yeah?
Yes, sir. How can I help you, Captain Silver, sir?
I need you to do a rundown on the comms. Make sure that everything's operating as it should. That there's nothing weird.
Everything is operating optimal, as far as I understand. Is there anything more specific that you require?
I'll just like sigh and shake my head and turn away and just say go back to sleep.
Is it perhaps you wish me to check see if there's any outside interference?
Well, I'm glad that you've got a bit of a brain. Yes, that would be very appreciated. Thank you.
Right, he kind of frowns and reaches into his pocket and sort of fumbles in his pocket and then sticks a Charlie Chaplin one of his little Charlie Chaplin moustaches on his lip. And then there's this like kind of awkward smile. Right away, Captain Silver, sir.
I'll kind of like grimace a bit and say, "You're just like a corporate. You give me the fucking creeps. You know that."
I'm sorry you feel that way, Captain Silver. I will try to be more appealing.
If he turns up with a boob tube and short skirt, the game's done. We're all ending ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that, he turns around and and sort of blowing the little Charlie Chaplin moustache out, and then sets to work at the console.
Okay.
What does she want?
Just to check the what did the corporate want?
He said that she had a vested interest, but he didn't say what it was. Sir.
Very good. It's a Jimski. It was. She wants us to bring the AWOLs back alive, which I will say is the mission. That is our orders.
I thought we were supposed to bring them back dead or alive, Captain.
We are, and we will, but I'm not about to just start flinging lead every which way just because they show up. Did you hear that?
Yeah,
Hammer?
right. I look across at Hammer.
Yeah.
Hammer's
Are you getting this, Hammer?
Hammer's sitting there cleaning his gun, having a conversation with it.
Yeah. I want to try and bring them in. So first and foremost, they're Marines. But if they start firing on us, then I expect you to do your duty. And we've made that clear to Miss Eckford. But the very fact that she's talking about the same orders that we've got and stressing the importance of bringing them back alive makes me very uneasy. Like there's something happening here that we don't know. Hence why I need you to keep your eyes peeled.
Unless, gentlemen and ladies, you're happy with throwing your lives away for some corporate ghoul.
Oh, what was she offering?
She didn't. This woman is not stable. Like, genuinely, frighteningly not stable.
I'm taking another glance at Hammer when he says that.
You know, do you know what? I'm sort of hanging on the racks, and I'm like,
yeah.
Do you know, we have less extreme examples to take from than this woman, and just sort of pat Hammer in the shoulder. If you understand my meaning.
I'm interested to see what Hammer's saying to his gun. If you've any thoughts on that.
He's just telling Sarah Jane that she did nothing wrong.
It's provocative.
Is the smart gun an NPC now? Is it going to talk back? That's going to be fun.
There's a picture of Sarah Jane floating around somewhere.
Oh, there is.
In the Discord. Join the Discord, folks, if you want to see the picture of Sarah Jane.
Yes.
Hammer's just kind of sitting there, just like turns around and nods and says, "I understand, Captain."
Good. We're going to get these men. We're going to get them, and we're going to bring them back. Can I get an amen?
Hey, man, you heard the man.
Fuck you, sir.
Right, that's
Sorry, the Starship Troopers moment. Sorry.
This isn't one of the fucking Jarhead movies.
Remember, by law, you only have to ask them to put their gun down twice before you can open fire.
Oh, it's a pity you didn't think of that earlier, Hammer.
Yeah.
If only they've asked them civilians the same.
Well, I saved all your lives. What if one of those civilians making the air quote sign had a bomb?
And we checked, Hammer. None of them had a vest.
We didn't.
We did.
I grabbed Hammer by the shoulder. You nearly fucking took me out, you mongoloid. I was there in the fucking crowd when you opened fire.
So, why weren't you wearing your
fucking? I just punched him in the face.
Located transport.
I just fucking punched him straight in the face.
Ah, so he wasn't wearing this transponder, which is against regs.
You should. Are we rolling flat, or is he just taking it? Is he still speaking?
No. If you've got your transponder on, a smart gun cannot fire on you. Or have you changed that?
No.
Okay. So anyway, I honestly, we're here, Captain. This is the Eye of Oblivion.
Right, suit up, everybody. Keep your eyes peeled. Keep your weapons down for now. We don't want to incite violence unless we need to. But be ready.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so disembarking from the APC, are you leaving anybody behind on the APC, Captain Silver?
Yes, Chaplain's coming in with us, but who's the soldier that
Iona.
it's not?
Iona, yeah.
Yeah. So leaving an Iona.
Can stay with APC.
Yeah. So Chaplain.
That's right.
Do you wish me to break off my assessment of the communications, Captain?
And what did you find?
I haven't finished. Do you wish me to break off from my assessments?
Oh, no.
It will take me a few more moments.
How long?
Precisely 5.2 seconds, minutes.
Long enough for someone to fire an
No.
RPG.
No, break off. Come on in. I need you
off.
with me. Yeah, you might.
As you wish, Captain. Get somewhere.
Take that shit off your face, will you?
Oh. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And he takes it off and takes a little envelope out that's got about 6 or 7 different ones in this packet, and he stuffs it back in his top pocket.
I really
Right,
want to
okay.
see Lance Erickson do this.
So you all, apart from Iona, you all disembark from the APC then. So it's Sergeant Iona. Yeah, she's a sergeant.
Yeah, from the APC.
So this place, this bar, is it's the only thing that's lit up for blocks around, possibly a mile around or more. The place is just surrounded by abandoned businesses and homes. Some that are like being burnt out and wrecked or looted, but the Eye of Oblivion sits on its own. A large blue neon winking eye with a red crescent moon at its center marks the entrance to the bar. There's a few people sort of loitering just inside the light doorway. But it's already bitterly cold, and the storm, the promised storm that Chaplin told you about, appears to be breaking. Well, it's already broke and hit the colony, and there's the full force of the blizzard is coming down. It's already laying inches of snow since your meeting with Miss Eckford.
Okay, I'm not asking Marines to stay outside. We'll go in masse.
Okay, so as you head towards the door, then these two colonists, they kind of step, sort of with a start, they kind of step back, stumble back out of the way, letting you pass. And one of them mumbles, "Fucking Marines."
Ignore them.
Okay, and you go into the Eye of Oblivion.
I'm going to make sure that Hammer walks in last. He's wearing his smart gun, but he's got it stowed. He's got his hands near his belt, and where he's been punched, there's a trickle of blood running out of his nose that he hasn't wiped off yet.
Okay, so these two colonists, when they see you, they just look at each other and just like take off.
Yeah,
like almost tripping over themselves to get out of the way.
I'm using my menacing talent without rolling any dice for it.
Yeah, indeed you are. Yeah, the menacing talent, that's a good one, that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you step inside the Eye of Oblivion and are almost instantly hit by
a baseball bat.
By the bass rumble, the smoke stings your nostrils, and the alternating crimson and azure strobes burn haloed ghosts onto your retinas. Silhouetted dancers sway rhythmically on the bar stage. While the rest of the colony is a ghost town, Oblivion is packed with local and migrant revelers celebrating the end of the world.
Okay.
Sorry, this is going to get messy.
Yeah, I'll definitely lean into you and say, right, we need a couple of us on the top, a couple of us on the bottom in the corners, watching the exits, staying visible sight of each other. You can come with me to see the bar manager, or you can hang back.
I think we'll take half a squad each, sir. Be the best thing. If you take Shabinsky and
fuck's sake,
take Dante as well. I'll stay back here with Hammer. All right, actually, I'll stay here with Dante and Hammer. You take probably Bishop, not Bishop.
Chaplain.
The pretend Bishop.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so the bar is dominated, all right, the club is dominated by a large curved S-shaped bar that runs through. It kind of almost splits the place in two. And like all the tables in here, the bar has a lit surface that doubles as a stage. So around the bar, there's about 9 dancers, 4 of which are male, spread across the stage bar and private tables about the room. So as you move through the crowd, and this place is packed. It's not just like a handful of people. There's maybe a few hundred people crammed in here. And as you move through the crowd, this dense crowd, patrons, they like shy away from you or quickly hide whatever illicit substances they're consuming along with the alcohol.
With you.
So the bar, the bar is quite. So there's a lot of people. Like I said, there's people sat at private tables, in booths, sat along the length of the bar.
Towards the back, is there an elevated area?
We've got the file with the pictures, haven't we, of the AWOL people?
Yeah. You've all got. Yeah. So there's not a. Yeah, there's kind of a second floor with like a balcony and decks that run around the perimeter. But again, it's like crowded with people. There's people like, to the point that the squeeze, you can see people almost squeezed up against the railing, the balcony.
A motion for my half of the squad. We'll go to the bottom of the stairs and maybe go halfway up them, just to get a bit of a vantage point.
We'll want me to watch the?
Sounds good.
Oh.
So basically, we're going to the stairs that lead up to the second one. We're only going to go halfway up the stairs and use that as just a vantage point so we can scan.
What was it you said again, Mark? It just.
You want me to watch the exit?
That would be a good idea. Just
yeah.
We'll pretend we're hanging. Not make it too obvious. Anything moves quickly, we'll just be ready. Stay frosty, lads.
That's right. You're coming with me, aren't you, towards the bar? But you can watch the exit. That's fine.
No, you're taking.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. Yeah,
sorry,
I'm with
the
captain on him. Yeah.
Sorry, Dante. Keep an eye on the. Yeah. Confused me there for a second.
Yeah.
It's because Andy being so quiet. It's not like him. Right. Yep. Dante, just show him his arcs briefly. Keep the hand in the chest.
Affirmative.
Okay.
And then see the hammer. Just show them their arcs so they know where they're scanning, but no weapons, obviously raised.
Hammer stands casually with his hands on his hips. Well, one hand's on his hips, the other's on the release for his smart gun.
I love it. I'll ask Zaminsky, have you ever frequented this place before? Does any of us know who to talk to?
I just got here, sir.
Yeah, none of you have probably been, outside of the fort, to be honest. Because you've only been here a matter of days, and you were all, you were here. It's a staging ground. You were brought here with the intention, the purpose of moving onto the war, with the force to retake Signy. So
right.
no, you won't have been outside the fort.
Right. Oh, I were asking because I thought we were from separate units. So
you are, but you've all brought here with the intention of joining the assault to retake that sector.
With you. Right. Yes, we approach the bar.
Okay.
Well,
so like I said,
I'll follow behind.
Okay, like I said, there's almost all the seats lining the bar are taken. There's a couple of empty spots, so it's up to you. You can either go to one of the spots where it's clear, or you can sort of push your way between some of the patrons to get to one of the bar staff.
No, we'll go to an open spot and try and keep a low profile.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can go to the. There's no way you're getting a low profile. You're like fully armed, fully in full kit, Marines.
Totally. But I mean, I'm not being provocative.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, well, as soon as even though you choose like an empty spot, people like glance, take so sideways glance at you, and they pick up the drinks and leave and move away.
Yeah, I just whisper back and say, "Keep your eyes peeled. This could get airy."
Sure.
So there's one of the dancers is on the bar. Is like quite close by. She's on the bar. This pretty looking albino woman. One of the bar staff. This guy comes over with like his face, like just punctured with like countless pieces of metal and tattoos running across the top of his bald head.
God, that's
Okay.
like a 21st century thing.
Off duty, gentlemen, ladies.
Yeah, ladies.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the helmet.
No.
Yeah.
What? Oh, we should have taken him off indoors, right?
Well,
Not in a combat situation. Not when you might. Yeah. I just said, do we look like we're off duty?
it kind of just like sort of smiles, kind of a forced smile.
Say, you get many soldiers in here? Many Marines? Many grunts off the base? Off Fort
It's
Nebraska?
It's the only open bar in Rikers. So what do you think? Yeah, we get soldiers in here.
I'd kind of like gesture to Chaplain to bring up the data pad of the pictures and like, gesture to him. So you seen any of these people?
He sort of leans over and takes a look. And should I know him?
Not especially. I just want to know if
Doesn't
know him or
don't
not.
ring a bell. But I've been off shift for a
Can I
couple of
make
days, though, to be honest.
Either of us make a check to see.
Yeah.
Say again, sorry.
Then he said, "Can either of us make a check to see whether he's
Make a
telling the
check.
truth?"
You can make an empathy check. Yeah, of course you can.
Then I will.
Have I made one?
If you have, it's taking its time to come through. Oh wow, there are D6 there. What happened there? So get rid of the panic and get rid of the stress. I'm not going to force you to take the panic.
Panic at the disco.
Oh!
He spilled what he did. He spilled his cocktail.
It's better than murder on the dance floor.
How do I get rid of the panic, Phil?
I shall do it for you.
Okay, thank you.
You can right click on it. Right click on the.
Oh,
on
right
the
click.
text. Yeah.
There it is. Okay, that's the thing. Yeah, nice one. Thank you.
Panic is
Panic is over.
No panic.
I was panicking about that.
Stop panicking.
I know, right? I need to calm down.
You
So
should be enjoying yourself.
I'm just standing over here, all chill.
It's a social situation. I'm really awkward.
That's it.
So
From my vantage point, is there anyone who seems to be taking
You see nothing.
particular
Shut up.
notice? Oh,
you want anybody who's taking notes from your vantage point? I suppose you could give us an observation roll.
I just wondered if anybody was taking any particular notes of what was happening at the bar. Observation.
Oh, at the bar. You want to know if anybody's watching them at the bar?
Yeah, I'm not bothered if anybody's watching me. I just wonder if anybody's taking interest in what's happening at the
Okay,
bar.
okay. You can give us an observation.
Oh lordy, observation.
Again, I'm not gonna deem this as a stressful situation, particularly stressful at this minute. So if you do roll any stress or anything, you can remove it again.
The stressful thing is which page is observation on?
Skills.
Skills.
Yeah.
Skills to pay the bills.
I have skills.
Or in our case, no.
Oh, fuck
Skill.
off for that.
Skill tab. Okay, so get rid of that stress. You got a
Fail.
yeah, the fail.
Yeah.
Well, you rolled a
Get
number
rid of that
dice for
stress.
number 2. Rolled
Oh,
a
yeah.
yeah, so
Wouldn't
it's a fail.
surprise me whatsoever if I failed.
Yeah, where'd that number 2 come from? You might want to check if you go into configure settings. You might want to check what is it?
Nice, so nice. Is it that one?
Oh no, I'm thinking of that was a problem with Shiva.
You're
wasn't it?
thinking of DDG dice.
Yeah, that was Shiva. Yeah, forget that. Don't know why that's happening with your thing, but anyway. Okay. So no, not especially. I mean,
Yeah, okay.
everybody, or most people, are looking.
Yeah.
It's just you start getting like there's like half a dozen Marines just walked in full combat gear, just walked into this packed nightclub. So yeah, lots of people are looking.
Yeah.
So Zimsky. So yeah, the bar, the guy behind the bar, he seems to be you get the impression he's being honest.
Yeah. Or maybe you could get somebody that has been on shift then.
But you do notice that the dancer, the albino female lady dancer, she kind of looks over.
Is there any kind of look of recognition on her face?
She kind of like starts dancing over across the bar, and sort of like she like shimmies down. She says, She said they were here last night. They were here last night.
All of them? All of them?
About 2 a.m. Fuckers never gave me a tip.
I think that was a hint.
Yeah.
And she
You're going to be in for a big disappointment.
And she just stands up and struts off across the bar.
Okay, so look at this guy. So who was here last night? Who was serving last night? Who was watching the door?
Points you to one of the other staff. Jonesy down there, he was working the bar last night.
Okay. I'm just going to stand up and shout as loud as I can over the music. Oi, Jonesy!
Right, he kind of looks up along with a few other patrons sat at the bar, and they kind of
What are you looking at?
exchange glances, and then he comes over and says, yeah. What's the problem?
You see these people last night, and I'm holding up the data pad.
He looks, says, yeah. So then they were, I had to miss them. Really, they were in full kit like you guys.
He left about 2 a.m. Is that right?
Yeah. They were speaking to some guy in one of the booths.
Yeah, do you recognize him?
No, they were too far away.
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Look, I don't want any trouble. They were over the star side. I can't keep an eye on everybody. They were speaking to some guy. Maybe
You didn't recognize this guy?
No. Maybe the cameras picked him up.
Oh, I look at the captain. They got cameras, Captain. Yeah, okay. Can we take a look at the footage?
Oh, well,
There's only one answer to this, by the way.
It's not my call. It's not my call. I don't run the joint.
Well, who do we ask? Sorry.
In fact, I'll correct myself on that. I'll say, put it this way: nobody who owns this joint is higher in rank than the United States Marine Corps, Colonial Marine Corps. We need that video.
Let me go speak to your boss.
Yeah, ask him to take us to the boss.
So while this is happening, is there anyone? I know people are acting nervous, but is anyone acting like moving away with purpose or gathering into a group against the flow of just general onlookers looking suspicious?
Well, again, you can make an observation check.
Ooh, success.
Okay, so there's looking about. You see, there's quite a few. There's like maybe a small crowd of people like moving out, and there's people moving in through the entrance. But you do spot one person who kind of looks suspicious as they quite speedily, almost pushing the way through the crowd at the crowd of people near the entrance and pushes his way through and out the exit.
Has he reached there yet? No.
Sorry?
Has he reached the exit?
Yeah. You see, so he's moving along with the crowd, and when you look over, you see whether he notices you watching him or not. He suddenly sort of picks up the pace and pushes his way out.
Right. I just go in the comms to the captain. Sir, got some movement. My team's going to check it out. Will not go beyond the APC.
Copy that.
Right. Nudge Dante and Hammer. Right.
I start walking around to sort of trying to cut round them and try and cut them off.
While Zeminski is talking,
Who's on the
I can't say it. While he's talking, and I can see the other Marines going towards the door, I'm going to kind of watch the crowd behind them Marines, see if anybody's coming up to come up behind them.
And meanwhile, I'll get on comms to Eona. Eona, eyes on, and I'll give a description of the person that's moving towards the exit.
This is moving towards the main exit, isn't it?
Yeah. There's only one, as far as you're aware. There's only one way in and out. Fire hazard.
Okay.
Very, very, very dangerous.
Shocking. Very shocking.
Yeah.
Right,
Not
I'll
happy about this.
start making my way back towards the exit, but I'll come in from an angle.
Okay, from the opposite side to Dante, right?
Yeah, as a Marine
yes,
in
yes,
full kit,
picture
carrying a
movement.
smart gun, bleeding profusely, but blending in with the crowd.
You can. I'm not going to make a roll. So yeah, you start making your way through the crowds. It's like I say, you see, even though they quickly move out of your way as you approach them. Most of them, anyways. Ones that aren't absorbed in dancing or consuming whatever it is they're consuming. So you get held up a few times. So to the point that by the time you get to the exit, whoever this person is, they've gone. They've left it. They've gone out the exit. Whether you want to follow them outside is another thing. So Iona comes over the comm and says, "Do you want me? I've got eyes on them, Sergeant. Do you want me to follow them?"
No, wait for us. Give us direction and actually start the vehicle up.
I'm going to lose sight of him soon. He's heading down on the side streets. I can't see shit out here.
Yeah, well, don't engage in your own. Wait for us. It's not worth it. They might be meeting up with others.
Oh, roger that, Sergeant. So what's Dante and Hammer doing? So you both converge on the entrance, and these people push, sort of scatter, almost scatter as you arrive there. A few more people, like some of them like kind of rushing outside to get out of the way. Some of them stepping back. Some of them coming back into the club.
So just after, just still pursuing this person, just trying to push through the crowd, getting towards them, and just try and keep them in sight.
So they've got the Conzeone as well, yeah.
Yeah, everybody's got your comms.
They know what direction he's heading. So I'm like, once we hit the door, double time, sprint, and let's try and cut them off. Stay sharp though. We won't be walking into an ambush. Don't split up. Stay in formation.
Okay.
Right. So as we clear the door, we run through the alleyway.
You basically once we get out the door, we're sprinting, but don't lose sight of your oppo. Don't need any solo missions here. This could be a come on.
Just in case it is, just before I get to the alleyway, I unlatch my gun. Better to be prepared.
Okay, so
actually can't argue that because we're doing the same thing. Because obviously we could be walking into an ambush for all we know.
Yeah.
So so Dante and Hammer, you head outside, and Iona, like from the window of the APC, she's like pointing down direction towards the side alley that runs down the side of the Oblivion Bar. And the snow, this blizzard has just like increased tenfold. It's like you're having to fight against the wind. You can maybe see about 10 yards in front of you, and the snow is piling up. It's already drifting up against the side of the APC, even though you've only been inside maybe 20 minutes. So you wanna head off?
Yeah.
Okay. You can give me a. Let's see, what would it be? You can both. Well, one of you it's going to be an assist, I guess. So one of you can take the lead, and one can provide assistance, which is going to give you a bonus dice. And it would be a
stamina.
Oh, that's interesting. But no, not a stamina. It would be an. It would be a observation roll.
What's your observation?
My God.
Is it above 0?
My observation is 0.
All right. Oh, damn it. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. I get bonus dice anyway, don't I? So
yeah.
Let me change that. Roll that again. Nothing. Well, mind you, I got one first time anyway, didn't I? So even without a bonus dice, I got a success.
You got one success.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head down this down the alleyway there, down the road that runs down the side of the Oblivion. There's like a couple of like large sort of trash skip like trash bins. And there's debris and rubbish that's like sprawled over there. So it's all been covered with snow. So it's hard going. You like trip and stumble. And as you're making your way down, you're about halfway down this side road, and suddenly a figure breaks from cover and runs out down the end of the street and round the corner.
Ooh. I just shout out, "We've got a runner!" And I start chasing.
Okay.
Yeah. So we all just start sprinting in.
It's you.
All three of us have.
Oh, you've gone outside as well.
Yeah,
okay.
this is where we need tokens, so we know where we are.
I just didn't hear you. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
As he
we're
runs,
nobody's on their own because that would be the silliest thing ever. We're in formation.
Okay, so you three are outside, yeah. Okay, so what
Yeah,
with that
yeah.
hammer?
no, I was just reading Menace. I was going to say, as he runs down, can I yell at him to stop? Can I yell at him, stop where you are, and use menacing?
You can, yes. Why not? I will require one penalty dice though because of the weather, which is making it hard to be heard.
Oh shucks!
I should mention as well, if people who were in the previous game, put your story points on your character sheet, so you can spend your story points.
Right, let's go.
Obviously, that doesn't apply to Captain Silver and Private Hammer.
Oh God, how do I do this? Because it's manipulation, but instead of empathy, I'm using strength.
Let me have a look. There.
Pardon me
Wait,
for being a complete noob with the rule system.
No, that's okay. No
Shout at him.
Yeah, I'm just shouting him to stop where he is.
But it's using
You're not
your
a command.
It's
What about-
using.
No,
He's
just use manipulation, wouldn't you?
Yeah, he's using his skill, his special skill.
So it's instead of using empathy, I use strength. My strength is 5.
Oh, right. Yeah, just click on strength then.
Yeah, menacing. You have a scary physical presence, which makes it easy to intimidate people. You can roll for manipulation using strength instead of empathy. When you threaten someone to make what you want to do, what you want them to do.
Roll strength then.
Yeah, you just roll strength. Yeah, for God's sake.
Ooh, like this. Roll stress dice. No. What's the control? Stress dice with my strength check?
Roll stress dice, yeah. There you go, you succeeded anyway.
Okay, so have you got manipulation? I'm just checking manipulation. So you've got no bonus in. So if you had anything in, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No worries.
I'll leave it as it is because I could add something in, but I don't think people would be very happy with actually like fired a burst over his head.
That would have.
I mean, over his head is fine. Into his back.
That's
acceptable.
into his head. Not into his head. Right. Anyway. Okay. So it's almost about. It's just about to disappear around the corner when you Hammer shouts a warning, and he pauses. He pauses briefly, looks back, and the sight of Hammer just like perhaps spurs him to move even quicker. But yeah,
surely I'm a bit closer, so can I tackle him?
Yeah, you can attempt to give us a mobility versus his mobility.
Nice. The option of blowing his legs out is still on the table, by the way.
Why is it rolling a green dice? What's that green dice? Oh, the stress dice. It was stress dice. That's what it was.
So, story points. Sorry, can you just remind us how they work? Is that create an automatic success? Was it, or am I thinking of a different game?
You can do, yeah. You can use if you were like on death's door and you failed the roll, you can just use a stress point, or like if you can use it to story point. You can use it to like save one wound as well, so it'll remove a wound on that.
Ooh, I'm saving them.
Yeah.
It's in the.
I didn't know if Dante was going to use one here.
But
whether you think it's worth it.
If you succeed though, so if like I've succeeded with a roll there, if I'd have got if I'd have got 2 or 3, say I rolled 3 success, I can bank 2 other success if I want and use them later on as a success.
Okay.
Or
nice.
I can use them at that point for like a better
extra
outcome.
stunts or whatever. Yeah. Got you.
Yeah. So it basically adds a success on something. That's the most basic use.
Yeah.
Right.
Tackle him down.
You got him.
So roll stress, keeping it together. Okay, right. Yeah. So he hesitates just enough for you to catch up with him and tackle him to the floor.
Right. Obviously, I'll just step ahead and make sure we're covered, so there's nobody else coming or going to sneak up on us.
Okay.
Right. If you've got the front, then I'm going to spin around and cover the back.
Yep. Makes sense. Right. Good job, Dante. Plastic cuff him. cuff him up, and we'll take him
Yeah.
back to the APC.
Kneel on his back and cuff him up and.
Right, like so he's spitting for this. Get the fuck off me! Get the fuck off! What are you doing? What are you doing? Let me go!
I just slap him across the face. Like, fucking shut up. Or I bag him. I put a bag over the head.
Yep.
His anti-spit
Bag and tag.
bag.
Bag and
Yeah.
tag.
Okay, so meanwhile, inside the bar, I forgot what happened inside the bar. So yeah, you're talking to the other bar tender, weren't you?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
wanted.
We're trying to get hold of the CCTV.
You wanted to speak to the the owner, didn't you? That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the bar, the bartender goes. It goes through to there's like a back door, a door at the back of the behind the bar.
Mhm.
And it goes through into. You can get a brief glimpse of what looks like an office, and this quite attractive African American woman comes out. She's quite scantily dressed, and she walks in this almost exaggerated, provocative manner, like almost like a cliched street walk. You know, it's just this over the top,
Yeah.
pouting and pushing out her chest and just like swinging on her hips. And she's wearing this like kind of like sort of sparkly mini skirt the sparkly kind of hot pants and this sort of like boob tube type thing. And she got like a big sort of afro. I believe so. And she's kind of. This is a crap picture of her, but this is a picture of her.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah,
rubbish.
that's not. That's not a good job.
That's terrible lighting.
Yeah, that's her outing. She's out on a winter.
That's not doing it for me. Sorry, mother. That's not. That's not working. That's not tickling my pickle.
So that.
Do
Anyway,
better.
facially, that's what she looks like.
Yep.
Okay, so she's coming up to us, yeah?
Yeah. I'll
So she
light
comes
a
over-
cigarette. Without even looking her in the face, I'll just say, I mean, it was pretty loud in here, but we asked for the manager, not the dancer.
So as you go to light a cigarette, she like this lightning speed. She's like flips up, and she's got a lighter underneath your cigarette before you even get chance.
Okay.
There you go.
I still
There
say
you go,
that.
sugar.
Is this a pleasure bot 3000?
Yeah.
Watch out for the nipple machine guns.
So she kind of leans her head, tilts her head to one side, resting her chin on her hand. Says, so what can I do for you, soldier?
I want to look at your CCTV footage from last night.
No, it's kind of personal. Soldier.
Foxy Cleopatra.
I usually make people pay for that kind of thing.
It's not a request.
While this is happening, obviously, we're dumping this dude
Yeah,
into the APC, and then we're heading straight back to the nightclub.
No.
We're not
You're
going
This is
Just in case you
got
get any shenanigans, we're heading straight back.
No. This is going off while you were doing that. So
Yeah. No, it's not a request, madam. We're going to need to see that CCTV.
she's kind of.
Unless you can tell us who was sat in the booth chatting to these four people.
She kind of straightens up and puts her hands on her hips and like pouts. And, so serious. No sense of humor, you Marines.
I
I
kind of like
presume-
smile and half laugh and say, "Oh, honey, if you keep resisting us like this, you'll see how serious we are."
Keep you talking about hammer.
I often charge for that too.
This is sounding more like a pickup every minute. I've got to be honest.
I presume. And she leans over and like kind of gets pulls the sleeve of your uniform and says, "Captain, Captain Silver, is that? I presume Captain Silver. You mean the CCTV footage from the bar, not my personal footage.
Why would you want your personal footage?
You tell me, soldier.
Well, we don't. We just want to see who was sat in that booth last night with these 4 people. What is wrong with you?
You want some footage of these 4 Marines?
That's right.
That's a bit of a kink I don't often get asked for, but I'm sure we can come to some arrangement.
Right. Okay. Put it this way. If we're not being taken round the back to be shown this CCTV footage in the next 5 seconds, then we're going to go...
My Captain Silver, you are quite the...
Is it through there? Is it through there? I'm just going to step through. I'm going to try and get by the...
I'm just like motion and said, Wazinski, go.
Yeah.
Well, she kind of trots after you on the high heels and says,
Yeah.
Well, if you insist.
Where is it? Where am I going? Is it back here?
Oh, yes.
I'll go with you. I'll go with you.
So she trots in after and like throws herself down onto this kind of flush. So she says, "Where do you want me, soldier?"
Oh, cheeky.
Yeah. Out of the fucking way.
Yeah, Radio Chaplain. Chaplain, don't take this lady out.
Chaplin's with you.
Chaplin's just still sat at the bar.
Yeah.
Get
I'm looking around.
Radio.
Is there any sign of the CCTV stuff here, equipment here?
So there's a desk with like a console on the desk.
Yeah.
Says
Okay.
I thought. Oh, sorry. Have I misunderstood, soldier? I thought you wanted some backroom action on camera with some Marines. I've got. If that's the people you want, I'm sure I can arrange for some of my staff to dress up.
I should have given you a hammer.
Yeah.
I should have
Yeah.
You gotta work this thing.
Can you imagine the bloodbath if you had?
You know, work this thing, huh?
Patience and trigger fingers.
Oh,
Yeah.
You best move out of the way and let us do what we need to do here.
She looks genuinely puzzled. So, oh,
Chaplain,
okay.
come and deal with this woman.
Actually, we might need Chaplain to deal with the CCTV machine.
Yeah, come and deal with this sin.
Is it like it's like an old school VCR, isn't it? Trying to do the program.
Yeah.
Makes no
Top
sense.
loader.
Where do you put the disc in?
So Chaplain comes in and says, "Is everything all right? Everything all right, Captain Silver?"
No, it's not. Take this bitch outside and show her your tash.
And he looks puzzled. It's like, "I'm sorry, Captain."
Escort
You know how to
her
work this thing.
outside, keep her outside until we have looked at the footage.
He kind of shrugs and says, "If you come this way, ma'am," and he sort of takes her by the elbow and leads her outside.
Fucking Jesus. Right, what we got?
Yeah. I mean, are we going to need Chaplain to work this thing?
No, it looks pretty straightforward. You get
Okay.
access to the get access to the console and quite easily access the archive of camera footage.
Okay.
And it takes a while, sort of going, sort of flipping, sort of spinning through the footage. But you eventually spot the 4 Marines that were in here last night, and they're in a booth with a short, balding man. And there appears to be some exchange that goes on for maybe about half an hour, and then there seems to be an argument, and the Marines all get up and leave. One of them seems more angry than the others, and they seem to the point that some of them seem to split. They don't leave together, but they do leave. Apart from one of them, who after exchanging what looks like harsh words with this balding man, he goes over to the bar and proceeds to get drunk.
Right.
And according to from the footage, he stays there pretty much almost until the bar closes, and he has to be physically removed from the bar.
Can we tell which one of them it is?
You can indeed. It is. Let me just check which one it is.
And this is the one
It
that
is
others, yeah?
It is Reese, Lance Corporal Reese.
Right.
Is there any way of printing out like a hard copy or something from this thing? I was wondering if we can get a picture of the guy they spoke to.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Let's see if we can get a zoom in on his face.
Yeah.
And print that out.
See, is there a way of downloading that time frame as well?
You can probably
It's probably easier than the printout. I was just being old school.
Yeah, you can probably download it to your PDAs.
Yeah.
I
do that.
Okay, so so while you're doing that, what are you three guys doing outside? So you got this guy is like spitting and cursing.
I just shout at him. I just say, "Hey, if you calm down, I'll take the hood off. We can talk."
Not for the moment. Let's get him into the APC. Fiona can keep an eye on him.
If he doesn't calm down,
we need to go and cover our.
Can I knock him out?
Team's back.
Knock away, Mr. Hammer.
Fair enough. I punch him out just to shut him up.
It works. We can speak to him when he wakes up, right?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Hammer. You're carrying him.
I drag him. I give Hammer a hand and put because he's cuffed. To put one arm through his arm and just drag him to the.
Oh, it's just going to throw him over my shoulder and carry him like that.
I just drag him in.
Smart gun in one hand, perp in the other.
Toss him over his shoulder just like this. Yeah, just like
Right. So basically, the idea is, I was getting the comms that you must stand by to open up package incoming.
Okay. I'm going to turn that music down because it's driving me nuts.
Thank God for that.
I also think we're all itching for a fight. It's like Chinese water torture.
I'm going to be hearing that music for the next couple of days, I tell you. You wonder what Hammer's farming.
Well, that's the plan. Dump this geezer in the back of the APC. No one can guard him. And then we go straight back to the nightclub so we can make sure that the other team doesn't get cut off or anything.
Timed to something.
I'll stay with him in the APC.
No, Aona's in the APC.
Yeah, she is, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Aona can guard him. He's knocked out anyway, so she can guard him. we carry on, because what we don't want is our guys are looking at the CCTV. We don't want anybody coming in to take them out. Anyone else we're looking for is probably already left. So it's just a garden action now to make sure.
Do you want me
Got each
inside the
other's
club,
backs.
or do you want me inside the club, or outside the club on the door?
No, inside the club, just eyes on the door.
I'll position myself just inside the
Yeah.
door.
So what we want is a clear line of sight to the front door. The APC just is inside of the front door as well, so we're not cut off.
Okay.
And nobody can ambush. So if anybody makes a move towards the APC, we can react. But if anyone's making a move towards the back door, while the other team's looking at the CCTV, we can react with a
Okay.
QRF.
So back in the bar, you sort of download the some stills from the CCTV footage to your PDAs.
Right. Okay.
And then Chaplin comes back with the young lady. Says, "I've explained the situation to Miss Fay. It seems there was a misunderstanding." And she comes over to Captain Sylvan, like lays a hand daintily on his shoulder and leans in with like kicking one like leg back, behind her. And she leans up against you. Says, "I'm so sorry, Sugar. I do have a bit of a trouble, with misinterpreting conversations sometimes. It's my old programming, I guess."
Yet.
Yeah, I'll like not respond to her, but look directly at her hand on my shoulder. Like, what are you doing with your hand on my shoulder?
She's oblivious to that
kind of thing.
Yeah,
Right.
she's
not going to move it. I'll bat it away. I said, we just need to be clear. You need to cooperate with us.
Who's this?
Lives could be in danger here.
I'm just holding up the data with this
picture. Captain Silver, I'm more than happy to cooperate. I'm a friend of the UA.
Who's this then? And I'm holding up the image of the guy.
She looks over and says, "Is this someone you'd like to meet, sir?"
Oh, you could say that. Who is he?
Right, she peers at the footage. It's a little green. They've been in here before, but I'm afraid
regular.
Semi. Yeah, I've seen
You
them
don't
before.
know who they are.
No, I don't know everybody. I try to, but my processor only allows me to retain so many names. Keeps it more personal that way.
Is there anybody here that he meets with normally? Maybe one of the dancers or something?
I think he's usually here with some other people that he regularly meets with, but again, I'm afraid I don't know who they are.
How often do they meet?
Well, that would have been the first time he's been back in the bar for possibly a few weeks, if my memory serves me correctly. I think the name Botos comes to mind. Maybe Botos is maybe one of the people he meets with.
Is Botos in this evening?
No, I haven't seen him for weeks.
Oh.
Okay.
I hope I've been of assistance. Sugar?
Is Botos the name of the stubby man that were in the boat?
No, it was a guy that he meets with.
Somebody else that he meets with. Okay.
Yeah. Have we got a database or something that we might be able to run this image through to see if we can identify him at all? Is that a thing we can do, or is that
the
cheat
marshal,
mode?
The marshal might.
Ooh.
The marshal.
Colonial marshal.
Yeah.
Not Marshall.
No.
Yeah, the colonial again.
Marshall Mello.
Ooh.
He's
Oh
soft.
dear.
He's real soft.
So there's a marshal's office.
Yeah, there'll be a colonial marshal's office. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, they're the ones. Yeah, they're the response for like just general day-to-day law and order. The Marines aren't involved with that at all.
I think we're about done here, Private, don't you?
The only reason why Marines would be outside the fort is because they're off duty.
Yeah.
Is this part of the kind of establishment that offers rooms?
No.
That's all right then.
Oh, okay. Despite all evidence to the contrary.
Oh no, it's just some. Yeah, there's a couple of just like slightly private booths.
Okay.
They rent rooms, but not for the whole night.
rent by the minute. Like,
yeah.
Depends how long the dance classes for.
Yeah. Private Dancer's not a member of our squad, though, right?
I wonder at this point if half a stripper troop turned up to support, it would not surprise me.
Nothing would surprise me.
So we probably need to go to the Colonial Marshal's office then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell the manager woman if any of them do come in, get in touch with Fort Nebraska, Colonel Mayer.
Well, you say so. It'd be unlikely she'd be able to contact, get in touch with Colonel Mayer.
I know.
You probably have trouble. You probably have trouble getting in touch with him yourself.
I know that, but at least if she tries contacting them, it will go through the chain.
Yeah,
and
no, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
I can't give her a mobile number and say, phone me.
No.
I haven't got a phone number. So I have to tell her to get in touch with Fort.
Right. So as we're leaving this location,
would be Major Hatfield. Would be Major Hatfield is your coordinating officer.
Yeah.
Say Major Hatfield.
Sorry, what was that? Sorry.
Just say Major Hatfield. If any of them come in, contact the fort and ask for Major Hatfield.
Okay, so
before we head to the next section, would this be a good moment to take a break?
Break. Just give me 5 more minutes.
Right.
So you two and Chaplin are leaving the bar, returning to the APC. Yes.
Yeah, I'm happy to. Yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing else. Just a private.
No, I don't think so, sir.
So as you're heading back towards the exit, a colonist sort of intercepts you. Looks a little bit worse aware for a drink, and his eyes are like kind of bloodshot, not from the drink, but from crying, you presume. Ooh. They're being rubbed, kind of rubbed red raw.
Right.
And he kind of like bumps into you and like sort of starts pointing. Says, "Where the fucking hell do you Marines get off? You military guys leaving us down here to die."
Nobody's dying, sir. We're here to protect you. That's what we do.
That's fucking bullshit. What's going on? You supposed to be locked down. You fuckers are taking people off world.
I follow orders. You need to do the same. The issue orders.
I know, fucking Marine. Why are you people taking people off world when we're supposed to be locked down?
I can't answer that, sir.
Is this coming over comms?
Yeah.
So you'll be able to hear captain, but not the.
Just ask him to step aside.
Right, he kind of can't like kind of walk past him, and he just follows. He follows you outside, like probably like keeps going on. And when you get outside, he just grabs you again and turns around and says, "Look!"
Right.
I mean, that's my cue.
Yeah. No, hang on. We're covered, aren't we?
You're in the APC, yeah.
No, we're not in the. We'll just explain the whole thing. We're covered.
I was hanging back to be last out the door.
Okay. Well,
we've basically been waiting in the club garden so we dump.
All right. Okay. Well, regardless,
the baggage. Right. So I'm close by and see this happening. Yeah.
Yeah. Regardless, he doesn't grab him in an aggressive way. Just kind of like puts his hand on him, and he turns around. And he's pointing and says, "Look, you fucking, you're leaving us behind."
Okay.
What did you call me? I'm grabbing him by the front of the shirt. What did you call me? I'll push him away a little bit. Say that again.
So you're all the fucking saying you're just leaving us here to die.
You call me that again?
He kind of looks.
I've got a belt has mysteriously appeared in my hand.
Oh God, you're not going to make him smell it, are you?
Okay, it's like he suddenly he just kind of staggers back and just fuck you all, and he just like staggers back inside the bar.
No, he's not.
Okay.
I put my hand on his shoulder and spin him round.
Okay. Yeah, he kind of spins around. He looks up, a bit look of panic crosses his face now.
You call me that again?
I didn't call you anything. It's you people.
You think I'm just making it up? You think I just made that up? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know what you're talking.
You smell that? You smell that asshole? Huh? Do you?
Smell that asshole?
And I'm sticking the belt up under his nose.
It's not our job to kink shame.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Look. I just let me go. I just want to go home to my wife.
Can you smell the belt? Can you smell the belt?
Right.
Yeah,
I'm walking
smell
over.
The belt. Yeah, smell the belt.
Right.
And I just suddenly I just like completely relax. Oh, I thought so.
What's
the fuck out of here?
He kind of collapses to the ground, then picks himself up and runs off down the street.
Son of a bitch! No fucking respect. That's the problem with these guys.
I totally was silent in that.
You're not the only one.
Does anybody happen to want to look where he was pointing?
I would.
The temptation is there. I've got to be honest.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so looking where he's pointing back towards in the direction of Fort Nebraska, which of course you can't see from here because of all the buildings, but you can see the just through the blizzard. You can see the light, the sort of warning lights that like flash up and down the length of the cable for the lift, for the orbital lift. And as you watch, you can see there is one of the climber cars is ascending up the cable.
Oh shit! Right, everybody getting the APC right now.
No, it wouldn't be. So it wouldn't be the AWOLs. That can't. No. So it's that climber car can't leave without.
It can't. It definitely can't. Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. Right. I thought that.
No, it can't just leave just like that. No.
You need access.
Right. Sorry.
You need that at least high level access.
Your girlfriend. It's your girlfriend.
Yeah.
So so like this guy said, it looks like they're still moving stuff off world.
Okay.
So do you want to take a break then?
Yeah.
Yep. Sounds good, right? I rolled a d6. 1, 2, and 3 was going to be Twitch, and 4, 5, 6 YouTube. So what is going to happen? We are going to take a little break. So what I advise you to do is get yourselves over to the Twitch channel. When we come back, first thing we'll do before carrying on is draw for a giveaway.
Ooh.
So if you're in the Twitch chat, make sure you're following the channel so that you're noticed. And once we come back, a name will get drawn out of the hat, and some lucky person will get this.
Do we need to tell them where the Twitch channel is?
Twitch, if you've kept an eye on the chat, but I can share the link again. Give me 1 second. And I'll put it in the chat. Go to I can. There we go, folks. So we shall take a quick break, give you a chance to do that, and once we come back, we'll do the draw.
Excellent.
See you shortly. And I do believe we are back.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
Oh.
the music stopped. Should we start? Do you want the music back?
Believe it.
No, we're out of the club now. We're out of the club. Right. So, if you have listened beforehand, you should all be in Twitch's app. Shall we do this rule?
Okay.
Oh wait, hold
Fingers
on.
crossed.
There's not. There's
Oh.
not.
Oh,
Bloody Twitch! You've had all we're off to do your ad, and the minute we come back, you start playing them. What the hell?
yeah. I'm going to go and you can turn them all off, can't you? Can you turn them all off, Mark? Because
I don't think so. I think that's the whole point of you subscribing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that you
No,
can watch ad free.
I just I was reading like a Twitch group on Facebook, and they were saying somebody were asking about ads, and they were saying people were saying just turn them all off. So there's no.
Be surprised if they let you do that.
Yeah, because they were just saying there's no point having ads on until you've got like so many viewers, because you get nothing from it.
I thought they just forced them on you anyway. I
did.
Yeah, I think you can set them, can't you? You can schedule them when they happen. I think, but they have to. I think you have to have 3 minutes every hour or something.
Yeah, I thought it was like that.
Which is fine. If I had done it while we were on a break, that would have been perfect.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't got that far of like being asked to
no, right? I mean, I don't deal with that stuff myself. I get Tony to do that.
Neither do I.
No, the dirtiest platform is YouTube, actually, because they'll demonetize people for disagreeing with them or something, but still put ads in their channel.
Yeah,
and you're like, what is that?
Very true.
My video, some of my videos have been banned they're banned in North Korea, South Korea, and Ukraine. Well, not banned by them, but like YouTube says, this won't be shown.
You're kind of like, huh? They're honestly, the people behind the desk that wrote the algorithms are morons. That's why they hide and you can't get in touch with them, because they know they're absolute imbeciles. You have an issue. Anyway, shall we do a prize draw?
To be fair, before you do that, I've added myself into this thing. Is that all right?
You can't win it and play it.
I know, I can't win it. So you can rattle it off again.
Well, it's up to you, Carl. I've got no problem with that myself. But...
That would be a bit shitty, to be honest.
Yeah, it would.
That would actually be like me putting myself in and winning it.
You should have kept quiet.
No, well, it would have been a bit obvious.
It would have been a wee bit obvious in the end.
We just have the same name.
That'd be like me, right? Okay, every stream I'll put down 10 grand and go, oh, by the way, and the winner is me.
I mean, I wouldn't mind as long as I could enter that as well. That'd be all right.
Right.
I shall do a draw then, shall I?
Let's
click the button. I click the button.
Yeah.
So it's
if it's me, roll again.
If you do win it, you have to put apostrophe claim to claim it.
Oh.
Otherwise, it won't
Yeah,
claim
or else
it.
we don't have your contact details.
Yeah. So here we go. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
We need we should have had a.
I don't know who won it.
That were anticlimactic.
I know, yeah.
What? No fireworks?
Yeah.
I don't think it worked. It says
Definitely.
it's not following.
You were told people were told to follow the channel. That was part of the instructions.
we got 4 entrants, so they must qualify. So why has it not done it? I'll try again.
Let's be on there, please.
Yay! We got a winner.
Right.
Hey, it's Beza. I don't know him. Definitely don't know him, Beza. I don't.
No, Beza's new. That's cool. Yeah.
Don't say anything, Ian.
Right. So, what does Beza need to do? Apostrophe
claim.
Yeah, apostrophe claim in the chat, if you would, please. I mean, Beza. No, that's not an apostrophe, Ian. A Beza.
Okay. Semicolon.
It looks like an apostrophe.
Oh no, we don't. It's exclamation.
Exclamation mark.
Sorry,
okay.
I've gone mental. I had a stroke. Yay! Congratulations. Oh god, no, that was something else. Yeah. It's the
all going.
Too much. Yay! Moobot deleted Beth's message.
What the hell's going on?
Oh, because he's been spamming, right? Spamming messages now.
No, he's put it. Look, it's showed up here.
One message was deleted by a moderator. Deleted after exclamation mark claim. It's all right. I know. I can get the details for you.
There you go.
Okay, right. Congratulations, Beza 87.
Oh, accept. Maybe I had to accept it. Waiting for do it now. I didn't click accept.
Oh my god.
I don't know how this fucking thing works.
Well, at least you're doing better than me. I had an attempt on Sunday, a test run, and it was absolutely disastrous.
You can edit this out for YouTube anyway, right?
Yeah, I mean it is entertaining because it's kind of prophetic. It's an embodiment of how this mission's gonna go. I think.
Oh yeah,
that's what.
Yay!
Claim. Do I claim? No, I don't. That's it. Wait,
where do I go?
Ow!
There it is.
Yeah. I'll not tell Colin that that's one of your multiple accounts, Matt.
Yeah, there's only one person in the chat.
I only had 4 of them. Yeah.
Hey, you've got to be in it to win it.
Congratulations, Beza 87. Not this one, but the brand new one in the wrapping will be on its way to us.
Oh,
very nice.
That is nice.
This was actually sent to me. You can check out the unboxing video on YouTube. But Free League Games actually sent me a whole bunch of stuff. They reached out to me, just wanted to send me stuff, so they sent me a whole bunch. Because I already have this, it only seemed right to give it away and not be greedy. Give someone else a chance. So there you go. Well done, Beth. This will be on its way to you.
Did
they send it to you because they figured you needed to read the fucking rules? Is that what?
Hold on, man. I'm not the one going. I'm the one trying to like hold things together here, and you are like, "Oh,
I know,
you lunatics." Alien, the Dirty Dozen edition.
I know, right?
Do you know what? I retract my statements during the Aliens review when I was making fun of the crack unit of elite troops, because by God,
in comparison,
we are.
They were the creme de la creme. Yeah, I mean,
I suppose creme de la creme of the U.S. Marines isn't really. It's not a high bar.
Yeah, they were a crack unit. We're a butt crack unit. That's the
unit.
Already?
It's not so much who's the best as who can we afford to lose.
Yeah.
Right. Sure. Let's see, where are we with this?
So we were in the wagon and we're heading somewhere.
Yes, you've got an unconscious passenger in the wagon, haven't you?
Yes, that's true.
There was talk about heading to the Marshall station.
That's right.
There was.
Telling Iona to take us to Marshall Station and ask what this body is in the APC. What's going on? You were following somebody.
Yeah, so this was it. Once the twig dawned, they tried to break and run. So Wolsey didn't want to leave your back unguarded, so we just bagged and tagged, and when they come to, we'll have a discussion.
Reasonable
Because
force.
everyone else was
I mean-
acting normally for a bunch of our Marines walking in. This one a bit more so. So he could have been running to warn somebody. I've just a feeling that they're involved.
Can we just check this dude doesn't look like this fella
He
That'd
doesn't.
be-
that we've
No.
got on the picture?
No, he isn't. No, it's clearly not him.
Well done, Marines, but maybe we could have done without knocking him unconscious, just in case he's not involved at all. But we'll take
Expediency, sir. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
he put up a fight. Had to be subdued.
Yeah.
I get
And
it.
if he's unconscious, he's not a witness, right?
He looks nothing like the person.
Plus, he can fall out the door if needs be.
No,
The person in
it's
the
not.
picture doesn't have a broken nose.
That as well, yeah. That's a giveaway. So what are you doing?
The obvious thing is to try and bring him around, isn't it? Get a first aid kit, try smelling salts or something.
Okay. Yeah. So if you want, you can. You've got first aid kits on board. So yeah, we'll say it takes after some effort, you manage to bring him round, and he's like suddenly sits up with a start to so sharply that he bangs his head against one of the units, the air conditioning units on the wall of the APC. He's, what the
He
fuck?
can't be out. His hands are tied. It's like, right, we didn't wake you up for you to knock yourself out again. Sit still.
Saying, what's going on? I haven't done anything.
Who's got the best intimidate?
Hammer.
God.
Definitely Hammer, yeah. That's no question.
Yeah. Is this going to be my job then?
Right, Hammer. Find out why he was running away from us and who was going to tell.
I sit down next to him, prop him up, lean him against me, put my arm around him, just leaning and whisper in his ear really quietly. Why were you running away from us? And give him a gentle squeeze.
That's actually worse. I like it.
Yeah.
In our don't need them erectile
squeezes
dysfunction tablets.
So
I haven't had my X-Games yet. Don't annoy me.
So do you want to give us a
Strength roll.
a strength roll, I guess, isn't it, for your intimidation? Like squeeze him a little bit too hard, perhaps. Oh wow!
Ooh, I was going to offer a potential. Would he get a bonus dice? Seeing he's locked in an APC with a bunch of nasty looking Marines. Would that not have given him a bonus die or something?
Yeah, okay. I think
that's worth an instant success. Actually, you smell the testosterone in the air.
Since you did, I'll let you roll it again with a bonus dice. Since you didn't.
See if you roll 6 stress, you're out the door.
How did I these dice?
How do you add the bonus dice? Oh, sorry. You right click on the skill. Sorry.
Yeah, right click on it.
Oh God!
Did he get another bonus die if we told him, "Oh, that thing at the spaceport, that was this guy."
Just put base modifier to 1.
What that would be?
What if that had got out yet?
So that what would that
No,
be?
No, this has all happened like within.
Base modifier to 1.
Yeah.
No, just put it to 1. No, if you press 1, it'll just add 1 to your base roll. So just
But my
put
base
extra
roll,
die.
my base roll is 0.
No. Yeah. So just put 1.
Just put 1.
Then that's 1 extra die, and then roll.
Yeah, that's your base modifier. So that's what it's going to add on
There
to.
you go.
See,
Ooh.
that's not strength
Ooh.
because I roll for.
Oh yeah, no. So
You're panicking, sitting down
It's
in your element.
rolled
Because
it's
it's
rolled
got one-
Give it a
manipulation.
free
You've rolled-
pass for playtime.
Look.
Oh, yeah.
The reason I'm stressed out sitting down is because I just had a surprise fart.
Yeah, you just roll manipulation as well there, not strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It always rolls stress. You can't stop.
Oh,
If
I get it.
stop
I get it.
stress,
I
you
get
can't not
it.
roll stress.
I see what I'm doing. I'm being an idiot. How's this?
Yeah. So take that back. Take
There you
that.
go.
Okay. Maybe he's
Right.
into this kind of thing.
This is the only lead we've got, really. You might have to push it on this one.
I'll tell you nothing. You aren't got no right to keep me in here.
No, it's all right because we're going to Marshall Station anyway. So even if you don't say anything,
Could I swap over and instead of using strength, use close combat?
No.
Crack. You want to keep your other fingers?
Okay, I'm going to step in and
You
I'm going to
can-
spend one of my story points.
oof, that's a big spend.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't spend
I
a
usually
story
die
point.
quickly anyway.
I
when it
would-
comes
I
to
would-
it.
We
I wouldn't spend a story point on that.
could just like bang his head against the wall of the APC a couple of times and claim.
Yeah, that would be give you a reason to push it. Yes, I would allow. If you want to do that, you
Yeah.
can push it.
Push it, but
Oh.
don't spend a story point on that.
Okay, in that.
Oh,
in
and
that-
Remember, if it
Yeah,
goes wrong, you've just smashed his head into tiny little pieces.
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine. I will
Yeah.
push.
You can add that to your list of war crimes.
I will push the damn thing. Push.
Okay, so you smack his head against the wall.
Success.
Oh,
Two
there we go.
success.
So you bang, 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 smack his head until he's like there's blood,
Until
blood
the
and a bit of hair stuck to the side of the APC.
so when he comes round, we'll ask him again nicely.
What do you want to do? Stop!
Right. I'm going to let my friend play with you for as long as it takes.
Say, no! What do you want? Just tell me what you want to know.
Can I just make this slightly worse? As his hammer is banging his head against the wall, an almost girlish, childish giggle escapes his lips.
Only if you do the girlish, childish giggle.
Okay, Hammer, you have fun in a minute. Unless you have something useful to tell us. As you can see, my friend's getting quite excited at the prospect of playing with
I
you a
don't
bit
know
more.
what you want. What do you want? What do you want to know?
You tell us. You're the one that ran away. And we weren't even pursuing you. So what was the hurry?
I've got stims. I've got stims on me. I thought you were maybe
Really?
into a shakedown.
A Marine unit coming after petty street drugs? Really? Do you know what? Are you any use to me at all?
This is like starts whip. I don't know what you want. Tell me what you want to know.
Who are you running to tell that we were there?
Stolls. Ivan Stolls.
I'll sort of look at the captain. I think that's familiar, yes, boss.
Ivan Stolls.
Yeah.
No, we only know Botas.
Hmm?
We only know Botas.
Yeah.
I don't know if I got the name right.
Yeah, I think you have. I think
Is that
you
one of
have.
the names?
I'm getting the names up. 1 second.
No, I can tell you've not heard Ivan Stolls before.
No, he's not come up before.
Right,
All right,
right.
okay.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Anyway, just out of interest. And where's this Ivan Stalls?
So I don't know where I just
Hold right. Stop stumbling, because you're going to start annoying me, and then I'm handing you back over to my friend, and he can finish you
Hello,
off.
I'll tell the truth.
Where?
I meet him in the club, but he's
You
not.
were leaving the club to meet him. Now you're making no right. Now you're making no sense.
I was in the club. I was in the club to meet him, but he didn't turn up.
What does he look like?
It's a short, bald guy. So I'm telling you the truth. I was supposed to meet him.
Why?
Where is he? Yeah. Well, sorry, sir.
And just
Why are you meeting with him?
I don't know. He'd asked to meet me. I'd got a message to meet him here. Sometimes I I get them sometimes. I get them stims.
Nah. Do we look like cops? You're
I
running
don't
from
get
us. Do you know what, Hammer? Do you know what? You just this guy's absolutely no use whatsoever. You just have at it.
Oh, I mean, before you beat him to death, where do we find this guy, this Ivan Stoles?
He says, I don't know. I meet him in the bar. That's it.
That's the only place you ever meet him.
Yeah.
And you only meet him to deal stims.
I get him stims and medical supplies.
Why?
When was the last time you saw him?
Last week. I got him a shipment. I arranged a shipment for them.
You've seen him meet with anybody else?
No, I met him, like I said, about a week ago.
Okay. What? And you've been in there every night since?
No, I got a message saying I was supposed to meet him. I got a message a few days ago saying I was supposed to meet him.
While he's doing this, I'm sort of motioning the Hammer,
Hammer leans in behind him, draws his pistol out of his pocket.
No.
Cocks
Yeah,
it
anything.
just behind his ear.
Do pistols do that?
Look,
God,
look,
it's-
look, John, I'm trying to
Do
work out
pistols
whether
do
you want
that?
I'm trying to work out whether you want me to cut one of his fingers off or not.
I want you to show an freaking hell. What unit is this I've been given?
Right, this guy starts.
Third
starts
foot
I told
mouth.
you. I don't know. And he like urinates himself.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, that's going to cause rust.
Right, while he's wetting his pants, I need to jump out, guys. So you can carry on without me there, but I need to leave at that point. So, but don't worry about it; it's fine. You can carry on, but I need to jump out there.
All right. Okay.
So I'll see you later.
Yeah.
bye bye. See you.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.
I shall lean over this man and console him in the most threatening way possible.
Okay, so he's just like shaking and sobbing.
We did not just pick up a junkie.
Yeah.
You waste our time, junkie.
So check his pockets. He has indeed got a pack of X-Stims on him,
Dibs.
as well as a Wrexham RXF M5 EVA pistol.
Oh.
Sergeant, ask him why they wanted the supplies. The medical supplies.
Right. You understand my patience is wearing a bit thin. I don't do straight rats. What supplies did they want? Who are they?
I
You
told
said
you.
they. So don't use the Ivan. Like, who's the plan?
I told you. I get.
Did they look like us?
No, I do. I do supply runs for the insurgents. Ivan's the contact.
Should we show him the pictures of the people we're chasing?
I told you. I get medical supplies and drugs for the insurgents.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, we'll show them. Get a data pad out. And are these your contacts?
So he looks to me and says, I don't know who they are. I've never seen them before. I've told you. Ivan Stoles. If they found out I was speaking to them, kill me.
What do you think we're gonna do? Does we look like an authorized unit?
Right, and he just
I'm
starts.
tempted to kill you just for annoying me and getting in our way.
He just starts.
We have to run after you.
He just starts sobbing and just like, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
Sir, seems like he's just a terrorist.
I said, I'm not a terrorist. I just get them medical supplies.
Did you fail English at school? Do you know what an insurgent is? Do you not think?
I'm not an insurgent. I get them medical supplies.
Right.
He's a
Terrorist, sir.
weapon.
So do we hand him over or just throw him out the wagon? Your choice.
We're on his way to the marshal's office. I think we drop him off there.
That'll do. Right.
Do you get the
Can't-
third to come to
Sorry,
save
Hammer. Put the knife away. Don't need it.
Hammer puts his knife away with a loud click as he slams it back into the scabbard. Pats the guy on the shoulder, leans in. Lucky bastard. Climbs
Right,
back
just
into
like
the turret.
Right, he just crumples to the floor and like it's this like
I throw him
shaking, sobbing wreck.
yeah. I throw him an old rag. I pull out up one of the bins. Throw him an old rag. If you don't want me to change my mind, clean that up while you're down there.
Okay.
Stop defacing government property.
Right, so yeah, he's like shaking and sobbing. He mops up the puddle of his own piss off the floor. I presume
Standards.
I presume you confiscated the gun and the stims.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it looks like I think Hammer took the stims, unless anybody stopped him from taking them.
Do you know what? In this case, honestly, can he get any more dysfunctional?
Yeah, that's very true.
He's just somebody with a point in the right direction. Let's be honest.
I mean,
Would you be
Dante and Silver probably.
Point and shoot.
Yeah, Dante and Silver probably know he's on a prescription for him anyway.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not illegal. It's all.
No, these are they're extant. There's a lot of drugs that would be illegal, even dangerous ones. Are illegal on prescription from the company and from various other sources. But anyway,
thanks for that, Red Herring. At least we caught some insurgent sympathizers.
May not be Red Herring. We've got a name. And weren't the 4 Marines talking to a bald guy?
Yeah, it is. It's the guy that we're talking to. Yeah,
It is. Yeah, they were meeting with this Ivan Stolz.
So the colonial marshals, will they have like records of like criminal types?
yeah, well, yeah,
Potentially.
yeah.
Assuming they've obviously if they've had them in the cells or something, I guess they will have, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like I said, they're the colonial marshals are responsible for law and order. So yeah, just like any, just like police forces would today, and more so perhaps.
Yep.
So they're gonna, they'll have records and there's probably there'll be they'll have access to like satellite surveillance and all sorts of things.
Yeah.
CCTV cameras out.
Ooh. Are there CCTV cameras in the streets at all? Do we know that? Is that
So checking, yeah, they are not.
they may not be working.
not many, but yeah, they may not be working. But like I said, the old place is like most of Ariacus is a ghost town. It's been
We're in the middle of the blizzard, aren't we? So
yeah, it's in the middle of a blizzard. Yeah. But it's been the majority of the population left 3 years ago.
Yeah, the thing is that last night there wasn't a blizzard though.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
But we're in the middle of a blizzard, but what's better, these cameras have got thermal as well.
Yeah. It's just worth noting that from this point on, if something happens outside, it might be hard to get the camera footage.
Yeah.
That just means less evidence.
Yeah.
That's an option anyway, at least.
Yeah. So Phil, we're going to the marshal's office. I don't think we're particularly doing anything else, are we? Just holding the guy ransom until we get there.
Holding ransom now.
Ransom.
Oh
yeah, they offer us enough money. I mean,
Stims, you're supplying us now.
Okay, so Sergeant Iona turns around from the pilots. He says, "So we're now, Captain. We're now, Captain."
Marshals.
Hold on. Yeah, we're driving that way.
Yeah, I thought we
This
were
is
driving.
happening en route.
Yeah, I thought we
No,
were on
nobody
the-
told me we were setting off. No.
Yeah, that's once we left the club, we were heading towards the marshal's office. He was on the
Yeah.
road, and as we were
The
driving,
marshal's office was next door.
Okay, fair enough. Well, that's fine. Yeah,
Throw
either way,
it
it's
along
fine.
because we're beating people, innocent people up. You know, it's,
I wasn't
We
aware
can-
that you'd said that, but it's, either way, we can do that. Yeah, that's not a
Yeah,
problem.
that was the idea, because we can just do this on the route, and then
Yeah.
what we'll
Okay.
do is we'll dump them off at the marshal office when we get there. So
Yep.
So, I just need. So, yeah. So Silent Ion is forced to take a few detours because due to old, to like abandoned, wrecked vehicle, burnt out vehicles, and abandoned checkpoints that are like kind of concrete blocks, like roadblocks and things. So she's unable to take a direct route. So it takes a little bit longer.
Yep.
I mean, you got like you probably got like a satellite. Well, you got a map of the place anyway. Let me just need to do out. There we go. Okay. So on routes, it narrowly avoids an area where they appear to have been doing some work on one of the roads, and it's almost completely obscured by drifting snow. But at the last minute, Aeona, she steers the APC away from it, just narrowly missing, like ditching it, putting it into this large this long ditch, this hole that's been dug through along the road, and you eventually pull up in front of the marshal station. So it's now 6 in the evening, 6 p.m.
Right.
Been a long, hard, busy day.
Yep.
So let's the marshal station.
friendly.
Nice. What's on the door?
Yeah.
Fuck the marshals.
I mean, they mean that in,
The nice.
the nicest sense.
Yeah, it might have been the lady from the.
Yeah,
might
it was-
be the
it was-
lady from the
yeah.
bar.
maybe the marshals
Yeah.
are hot and really popular with the ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why am I getting this salt from Precinct 13 on,
What? Oh, this tweaker's like super important. We'll find his face in the records, and all of a sudden,
yeah.
xenomorph whisperer or something.
Yeah. Okay. So we pull up outside there, do we?
Yeah. So there's a couple of vehicles, like marshals vehicles, parked outside.
Do they look tampered with, like
No,
vandalized? Don't I know.
no, not at all. No,
Okay.
they've got a pretty thick covering of snow on them, but yeah, you're checking them over. They look intact. They look fine. They look like they're in. They look like they're in use.
Okay. Before we get out, then just ask Hammer to look around in the turret, make sure. I'll say, what do you think, Hammer? What's the?
Yeah, I've got my eyes. I've got my eyes to the
situation?
sights. Do I see anything?
Yeah,
Is it
sit tight in the
light
APC
intensification,
front.
infrared, anything like that? I will give a good long.
Actually, let's have Dante do it. Fan the gun.
Fine.
While we all go in.
No, well, I
Oh,
would
yeah.
just like him to look at area before we step out. Make sure it's not.
Yeah, but better. Let's have Dante do it. Then he can stay in the vehicle, man on the
Okay,
gun.
so
Yeah.
for
Okay.
reading purposes.
what about Chaplin and Iona?
We need Chaplin for the work of comms.
Yeah.
Go through the video feed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Iona can be on standby.
Yeah.
Actually, does Iona? Yeah. I want to just be on standby, stretch our legs, but be on standby with the engine running in case we need to.
Okay. So
Okay.
Iona, essentially, Iona and Dante are staying at the APC.
Yeah.
That
There's no
makes sense.
compound for cars or like that, no?
Not that you can see, not from the front, not around the front, no.
Okay.
I mean, there might be whether there's something around the back of the building or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You can see a little further, maybe a block down. You can just make out a vehicle recharge station where there's maybe like 5 or 6 or more. It's hard to tell because the snow, they're just almost completely covered in snow. That's are like public ATVs plugged into a recharge station.
Right. Okay.
So they're like publicly shared vehicles. You basically buy a key, like a key to access them. It's like a publicly owned shared vehicles. Like same way that you get like like bicycles in Amsterdam or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like these electric ATVs.
Okay.
Just like small ATV.
Yeah. If Dante's happy that there's no people, waiting outside or like that, then we
It says Dante says this is so it just looks like a vagrant in the doorway across the street.
Okay. Keep an eye on him then while we're in.
Okay, so as you disembark from the APC, you see this guy like must be wearing about 3 or 4 different layers, like you're just like covered, in coachskin, like this misshapen figure from a out of like clothing he's got on, and this 2 or 3 hoods pulled down over his head, all obscuring most of his face, and he's stood in front, like holding his hands over like a fire burning in an empty oil drum.
Mm-hmm.
And he sees you come out and says, "Brothers, sisters, have you heard the word?"
Is this another corporate executive? I'm not in the mood today.
I thought everybody's heard about the word.
I thought bird was the word.
Yeah, bird's the word, isn't it? Yeah. So he comes shuffling over and says, "Brothers, sisters, have you heard the word? My name is Luke."
Point the rifle up, step back, go about your business.
As you wish, brother.
On you
As
go.
wish. And he just turns and shuffles back to his oil drum, muttering to himself. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't think we would take any notice, really.
Just in case he's anything exploding on him and he's going to run up to us.
Yeah, exactly. The first thought is a suicide bomber.
Everybody's a suicide bomber.
They are
Hang
now.
on a minute, when I said that, I got in
Once the
trouble.
pop can't stop it.
We're taking the guy from the APC in, obviously, as well.
Oh, you're taking him in with you, right? Okay.
Yeah.
We're not keeping him. He's not a pet.
No, that's right. Yeah.
We're
He's an
handing him
insurgent
over.
operative, so he's.
I'd forgotten all about him, to be honest. But yes, so you're
We're
taking
handing him over to Marshall.
Okay. Oops. Right. Okay. Well, just one moment. I think we'll actually use a map. I think. So we've got Captain Silver, and we've got Mason, we've got and we've got Hammer.
Oh, right. It's going to. Right. Okay. We're getting counters out.
Chaplin.
No
we got
one's gonna get
Chaplin
his
as well,
name right.
I think.
Oh, it's Chaplin. Oh, yeah. Chaplin was coming as well, wasn't he? Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Stick him in the corner here. Okay. And
Everybody but Rayo and Dante, innit?
So hopefully everybody's got vision activated. So you should be able to.
Okay.
Great.
Can you all see?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Turn that down a bit. That's a bit loud as well. Okay, so ahead of you, almost immediately, just inside the entrance, is a reception desk with a frazzled-looking woman in about maybe mid-40s. She's like surrounded by paperwork that's piled up on the desk. She's tapping away at the console to the side of her. She kind of glances up and then kind of double takes. Oh, don't often see Marines in here. What can I do for you? And she looks around for looks from each of you. Captain.
Yep. Kind of like look around the room and say, "I'm after the marshal."
Which marshal are you after?
I don't know. Let's start with you. What's your name?
My name's Olga. I'm just I'm just a receptionist. Perhaps you're looking for Marshal Hyams.
Perhaps I am. Can you take me to him?
Yeah, sure. Just follow me, and she leads you through this way. So you can all, I'll just drag you all through.
Yeah, we all go.
There we go. Oh. Whee. And this guy here is Marshal Hyams. It's like going through some like a bank of records.
Okay.
Olga turns to him and says, Marshal Hyams, these Marines are here to see you, kind of. And she turns around. Kind of this looks been led mid-30s, kind of rough, quite rugged-looking woman. Got a cigar in the chewing a cigar in the hanging from his corner of the mouth, and an eye patch covering one of her eyes.
Okay.
She kind of turns around and looks you all up and down and says, so what do I owe the pleasure for a visit from Colonial Marines, as if it isn't enough going on?
Extend my hand. I'll say, Marshal Hyams, I'm Captain Silver. We have a situation that you might need to be able to help us with. An urgent one.
Says, and what's the story here? And he points at the urine-soaked, battered, and beaten.
Little gift, an insurgent operative who's been running supplies.
Petri! I've not seen you for a while. Says, where did you pick this piece of trash up from?
I've forgotten the name of the club.
Oblivion.
Outside the Oblivion. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been less than cooperative, and he's
I
running.
Can see that.
He's running goods for the insurgents.
Is he now?
He got very talkative all of a sudden. Must have a guilty conscience that needs clearing.
Well, I'm sure we can have a good talk about that, Petri. And would one of you fine Marines mind making a statement to support that claim?
Yep, I'll take care of that, sir. If you unless, and I just said, Petri, unless you want to go back and talk to Hammer, or are you going to tell everything to the marshals? Your choice, of course. I wouldn't want to sway you either way.
Oh, it's all right. Me and Petri we get along fine, but some some corroborating evidence would be welcome. So if deputy, would you take a statement from this Marine, please? And he turns to another deputy. There's about four deputies at various desks and busy themselves about the bullpen of the office. And he gets one of those to take Petri off. Well, I think you go cool off in one of the holding cells, Petri. I think we'll speak to you in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the deputies wanders off with Petri.
Yeah.
While this one starts taking your statement, Mason's statement.
Of course,
Okay.
fluffy with roses and.
So, Marshal Iams, we have a situation here that we need your help with. Where I'll be honest with you. Is there anywhere we can talk?
You can talk here.
I'll nod. Fair enough. We're tracking down four Marines. They're AWOL. They're very capable, very dangerous. We need to find them ASAP. We believe they may be in contact with the insurgents. Hence why we talked to your friend back there. Right? We just been to the bar. Sounds like they've been there before. They've talked to a guy called, who is it, Wojcinski? Ivan Stolz? Was it?
Oh, Ivan. I've got Ivan locked up in the holding pens back here.
What?
Yeah.
Sorry, that was me, not Garage.
Everyone's like, Meerkats? Really? How much sell would that be?
I know. Smile
Well,
at the first thing that's gone our way all day.
Well, one of the deputies called. Actually, Sheriff, the Marshal is in the interrogation room with Bryant at the minute.
Fantastic.
Right. So, all right, Dodd. Sorry, he's in the interrogation room with Deputy Dodd. If you want, you can sit in the viewing room if you wish.
That would be excellent. And yeah, that would be excellent. And any information we can get on the stalls might be helpful.
Okay. So who's going through there? Who's going to the viewing room?
I'm happy to let everybody come in.
Right, sorry, so it's only a small room, Captain. I'm afraid maybe a room for two to comfortably seat two of you. It's only a small.
If I work with Chaplin,
I mean, I'll wait outside.
I'll work with Chaplin to go through CCTV, see if we can track some movement.
Okay.
After you've finished giving your statement.
Yeah, well, that only took 3 minutes. He tripped.
He tripped and fell against the wall repeatedly.
I knew a lot of old RUC blokes. They got this done.
So the Marshal said, "Whoa. I didn't say I was giving you access to my computer, to the consoles, to the computers."
Like I said, Marshal, these people are incredibly dangerous. I'm not convinced that any of your men will be able to handle them, and that's not a mark of disrespect. It's a mark of respect to these people, that they're that good. You need our help, and we need yours. The longer we leave it, the worse
you will have to make a manipulation roll.
Yeah. Let's have a look.
As bringing up the airport and the fact that that's only took 2 of them to do a lot of damage.
So I've got.
You panic?
That's a fail.
Fail, aren't I?
Yeah. So
Start shivering.
so yeah, you
Panic.
Yeah, you had a bit of a panic. So maybe the stress, maybe not like like panic. Maybe you like getting frustrated and angry and.
Why would that's what's bizarre about this? Why would I drop an item?
Well, you don't like drop. You don't like thing. It's something you through your like thing. You like you knock something out of your pocket or whatever. It's not like you don't just drop something.
Okay.
You don't even know you've dropped it.
Right. Okay.
You don't just like pick them up and like oh.
Just drops his rifle.
Like you'll be talking, maybe put your hands in your pockets, and like when you pull your hands out, something falls out your pocket, something like that. Just you accidentally drop something without realizing, and we'll do that.
Right.
But I decide what that is later on. Okay, so it says, I'm sorry, but you've got no authority to access civilian martial records.
I'm not ordering you. I'm asking you as out of professional courtesy. I'm not trying to make an issue out of it.
Do you want to push it?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Oh, are we going to wipe out the marshal's office? Right, okay.
Well, I don't think there's a push option because no.
Oh no.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't.
Because it's a fail.
Is there a way of doing a story point? I don't know. I can't find my story point.
You haven't got any story points.
Oh, lovely.
So you maybe have to call on one of your.
So I can't push it, and I ain't got story points. So.
No.
He's a marshal. I really don't want to bang his head against the wall.
Yeah, Hammer, come on.
It's hammer time.
So do you want to? So do you want to sit in the viewing room and say like observe the interrogation or not?
Yeah.
Says I'm throwing you that, Captain. You brought in Petri. I'll give you that.
I kind of like resigned nod, like sigh and nod. So very well.
Okay, so you're going through to the viewing room. Are you taking anybody else with you?
Yeah. Does anybody else want to come?
Who's got good observation? Or what is it? Empathy? Who can?
Yeah.
Empathy. What's the psychiatry track?
Observation's a wits thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and empathy is like you can like for
tell whether somebody's lying, right?
Yeah.
Who's good at that?
I'm just not even going to bother to say anything.
Good at empathy.
I can't imagine bringing Hammer in. Hammer's better at other things, I think.
Hammer walks through the door. As he walks through it, picks up popcorn.
No, because I'm going to have another crack at the marshal when you go into the.
Okay. I mean, I can go in if
yeah.
Captain.
I'm empathy
tells me to.
Empathy 1, wits 3. I don't think I'm going to do very well.
Okay, so Captain Silver and Shimnansky is going into the room.
Private Ed is Ed.
Okay, so Marshal Hyams, he leads you over, so it's over to here. Oh God, that was loud. All right, I'll drag you over here. There we go. And into the viewing room. There we go.
So when they go in, I'll sort of. I've wrapped up, give them a statement. I'll go over to the marshal myself.
Okay. Just like hear you over the doors closing.
Because he didn't go in with them, is that right? He's still out here.
No, yeah, Marshal Hyman's come back out. Yeah.
So I'll just go over to the Marshal and I'll be like, yes, Marshal, apologies for the captain there. I'm sure you can appreciate he's under a lot of pressure. It's been a bit of a stressful day. Take it you're aware of what happened at the airport.
Says we heard reports of a possible terrorist attack.
Well, let's say not possible. Let's say definite, and let's say 2 of these people were able to cause the deaths of upwards of 60 people.
So you're saying these people were involved?
Absolutely, we'd already ID'd one, and we're just getting the move in when everything kicked off. We've been chasing our tail with us, to be honest, and the boss is taking it personally. I'm sure you can appreciate. We're not here to. We only pull the trigger if we have to. It's 90% of our job's actually saving lives. A lot of people don't appreciate that, and he takes unnecessary death, especially civilians. People were sworn to protect very personally.
You can make a manipulation roll.
If I go, yeah, okay.
Oh no!
Ah, these rolls tonight.
Yeah, God.
Do you want to push it? How are you going to push it? If you want to push it, how are you going to push it?
I'll be like, listen, we're sworn under secrecy, but these people are up. I've got a plan, and the plan is not going to go well for anyone on this that's left on this planet. I can't tell you. I just can't tell you. You know, but we need your help. I implore you, just if you can let us scan for these people. We're not interested in civilian lives. We're just trying to find these people before they do any more damage.
Go on, then.
Come on.
Oh, nice.
That was
Real good.
as I turned the racket, like, just sit down and start rocking. Please.
Okay. So what is it you need from me, Sergeant?
I show him the data pad. We know they were at the Oblivion last night. We know they left there. We know they were meeting with someone. And we know there's something very dangerous getting moved into this place, which is why we have to stop. This isn't just a simple AWOL. I'm sure you can appreciate that. They don't send a squad like us out for just AWOLs. That's for the MPs to sort out. They're trying to get something dangerous, the insurgents, and it's to kill as many people as possible. We've had a sample of it at the airport. We're trying to get ahead of them. We just need to find out where they're holding up. We need to see whatever CCTV we can track these people.
Says, well, of course, you can use
quite
that.
adept, so we're not asking for any of your resources. Obviously, we know you're busy.
You can use what we use what we've got. You can, if there's anything you can pull up on the comms and the cameras and the computer readouts. We're monitoring. We monitor the colony through satellite feed.
Right, I appreciate it, Marshal. Like I said, we'll keep out of your way, and like our plans to be out of here as quickly as possible. We need to get a beating these guys before they carry out the next section of their plan.
So Chaplain comes over and says, Sergeant, do you require me to access their consoles, their terminals?
Yes, Chaplain, please. Now we've got permission. Yeah. Come on, I'll come with you, and we'll go through it.
Okay. Very well, Sergeant. So Chaplain.
Who's left in the?
So there's Hammer, there's Hugh, Hammer, and Chaplain.
Yeah.
Right.
So Marshal Haim says the camera station is the CCTV feed is in the camera room, but it's just a feed for the station. If you want to use the comms panel, that's where you'll get. That's where you'll be able to get the satellite feed and access to comm chatter records and things like that. And the colony records are on file over here.
Right. I appreciate that, Marshall. Okay. Chaplain, if I'll put him over to the feed because he can get through it quicker.
Okay. So
you're happy with enough for what we're looking for, Chaplain? Yeah, mate.
I think I understand the kind of thing we're looking for, sir.
Okay, appreciate it. As always, just put my hand on the shoulder. Appreciate you, buddy. We've got it tight here.
Was this the chaplain?
Yeah.
He turns around and puts one of his moustaches on.
Yeah. Hide that before the captain gets back. He's a bit touchy, as you can. I do my laugh at him. Always good.
And he walks off, wobbling slightly. Goes over to the deputy. Excuse me, deputy. I need to access this console. And she kind of looks up at him and like frowns and looks over at the marshal. And then she gets up and lets him. Gives him access to the console.
Hammer, let's go looking through some records. Right.
There's just a minute, Sergeant. These Marines on this PD of yours.
Mm-hmm.
We've got one of these guys in lockup.
Oh.
Honestly, I just
right. Yeah, we picked him up outside the drunken disorderly outside the Oblivion last night.
You can go by the name of Lance Reese by any chance?
Oh, we haven't got a name. He's just down as a John Doe.
All right.
Hasn't even got a uniform on.
I think we want to have a chat with this gentleman.
Well, feel free. It's in if the Marine is in your jurisdiction, I guess. Like I say, I've only put him in on the holding cells just to sleep off the booze.
That's okay. We'll walk. Hammer, you feeling chatty?
Hammer just says, whatever you say, sir.
Might need one of those stems that you pocketed. Just get them out nice and awake.
Would you like me to administer it?
Let's see what state he's in when we get there, and if he's uncooperative, then what I'll say is just playtime.
Right, so the marshal hands you a pass key card to. It says this will give you access to the holding area. He points at the door, just on the right side of the bullpen.
Okay. Appreciate it, deputy.
Your man is in cell number 4.
Number 4. Apologies for the noise. You know how hungover Marines can get a bit rowdy. Just leave it at that as we.
So just so long as you don't leave me any problems.
Oh, not at all.
I've got enough to deal with them at the moment.
We're rather tidy.
Right, and he goes back to goes back to speaking to some of the deputies. Goes back to his duties. So meanwhile, so yeah, you can. I presume you can see through the through your side of this two-way mirror.
Yeah.
Into the territory, so you can see a deputy speaking to this short, stocky, bald man. Even though his picture on the token is not that at all, it does not match that at all. But anyway, yeah. So. So the deputies, and then it's like just turning on the tape recorder. So this is Deputy Mike Dodd interviewing, speaking to Ivan Stolz. The time is 1839, 21st of March, 2183. And Ivan, so this guy into it, says, come on, Dep, just I need a drink. I got real bad heartburn here. It's like, oh, like be a sport. Give me some water. Give me some water, please. Deputy. Well, when we're done, Stalls, then you speak, you talk, then I'll get you to drink of water.
Mm-hmm. Mievsky.
So,
my name's Zmievsky.
Who are you saying this to?
The captain, as we sat there. I'm not even looking at him. I'm just looking through the window.
Ooh. I told you we should have called him Kipper.
Yeah.
I say, well, it's just good to be able to still be together to work on that. Cigarette?
I'll take one.
Yep. Have one as well.
Zmievsky.
Okay, so Deputy Dodd is basically starts grilling this Stolls guy, asking him about his links to the insurgents, but Stolls he talks about anything other than that, and just keeps. Look, Deputy, you gotta maybe I'll be more cooperative if you get me to come out of my chest. It's like, and it's just like, oh God, oh. So it's just like there's a knot back there. Oh my God, it's
what's inside me?
We're having a Panama moment.
Yeah.
Everybody's is that the sound of the penny rolling towards the edge before it drops?
Which when he mentioned the heartburn earlier, I thought,
here we go.
So what's the captain Jimimsky doing?
We're finally in a position where things are moving forward. I have a really good feeling about this.
That's it. There's nothing can stop us now. We've got one of them here. We got this guy who knows where the others are. Nothing can go wrong. It's going to be fine.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, just get the guy some Rennie, and he'll be all right.
Okay, so meanwhile, Mason and Hammer, you head through the side door that leads into the holding cells. Ow! So the corridor that runs through the hall down through the holding cells. It's quite the lighting's quite dim in here. A couple of the one of the lighting strips is on the blink and it flickers on and off. As you pass the cells, these like small cells, each has got like a bed and a toilet. Past the first, second, and third cell, they're all empty. And you get oh God, so frozen up.
You want me to stop?
Oh, you were moving it as well. That's why it went funny when I tried. No, so you can move. So I'll move them. I'll move them. Okay. I'll move the tokens. So, ow! Jesus Christ, cat!
You got a heartburn, Phil?
Yeah. Jones is like, don't go in there, don't go in there.
It sounds more like bleeding ankles to me.
Jonesy, God damn it.
It's dark in here. I can't see. It's ambushing me. Okay, so yeah, so you both head down the corridor towards the holding cell. Come here, you. And laying on the cot, facing away from you, is well, it's hard to tell because you can't see his face, but this must be Reese. This must be Private Reese.
So I will I'll go into the cell. I'll just have my rifle and I'll tap him with the barrel on his ear.
Okay.
Wakey race.
So you so you use the key card again to unlock the door of the cell and walk in. So as you go over and tap him to walk over to the bed, and you almost slip on the floor. The floor is like slick and wet, and looking down in the dim light, you realize the floor is covered with blood.
Ugh.
Hammer!
Yeah, what have you done, Emma?
Dun, 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 dun,
Wow!
dun,
Wow!
dun.
Wow! It's like
Only 80s kids will get that.
Yeah.
it's like just oh look, it's raining again. Hammer!
I highly recommend somebody digs up that show and watches this. Brilliant.
Sledgehammer.
What are you doing?
Cells slit with blood.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that was the right cut scene. Okay.
No.
Right. I flick on the torch
Okay.
on the thing, start scanning around the room. Stay frosty, Hammer. Something's went wrong here.
Hammer, being a creature of habit, of course, unclips his smart gun,
Okay.
activates his shoulder light, and is ready just in case. Glancing sideways down in the direction of holding cells 5, 6, however many are down there, just in case something comes from there, because we know the other 3 cells are empty.
Okay, so it's shadowy. It's quite shadowy down. Like I said, the lighting here is dim. Seems to be purposefully dim. But like I said, about midway, the one of the overhead lights is like faulty and flickers on and off. But you can't, although it's shadowy and dim down this corridor, you can't see. The corridor's empty. You can only partially see into the 2 cells. But
Is there any trail of blood coming from the cell?
No.
Down the corridor?
No. There's no blood coming from out of the cell at all.
Right. So I poke Race.
Okay. So it doesn't move. Like I say, his laid sort of sideways, sort of slight laid facing away from you.
Okay. So sling the rifle around the back. I'm like, Hammer, stand by. I just get ready to pull his shoulders back.
Hammer braces himself.
So basically what I'm going to do is I'm pulling the shoulders back and I'm kneeling down. So if anything goes off,
like what?
Bombs.
Instead of catching the blood.
Yeah, could be booby trapped. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just a search technique. So it's
okay.
Roll the shoulders,
Yeah,
stand down.
So, yeah, I get it.
Hammer's back enough that if anything shoots out, but he's watching. We just don't know.
So you want Hammer to stand where he is?
Well, I need him back a bit, and then he's basically going to tell me clear if nothing explodes or nothing's got wires.
So how far back do you want Hammer then? There.
Yeah, but cells maybe enough.
Okay, I'll put Hammer back there then. Okay, there.
Pointing towards the cell, please.
Pointing towards the cell. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got the arrow, like he's So he's busy, stood ready. I'm gonna roll, pull him back, and if he's got a weapon or anything, obviously Hammer's ready. If
okay, so you reach over and pull him back, and you feel as you do, you can feel through the like thin shirt is when you can feel his body's cold, and as you pull him over, he like rocks. He turns over, and you can see.
Well, I won't see it.
Okay, so Hammer.
What I need is Hammer's the one that's going to see it and call clear.
Yeah. Okay. So you're hiding under the bed,
or he's not got a machete, feigning.
Yeah,
We
so
don't
you're
know.
hiding. You're essentially hiding under the bed. Then you're pulling down.
Basically pulling them back, and
You're like going down like that. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Right. Whatever. Then.
Imagine this is Call of Cthulhu and he's trying to avoid a sanity roll. That's...
Yeah.
I was thinking Lethal Weapon 2 in the bath.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Basically it's like that, right? If you're searching bodies and you don't know if they're booby trapped or if you don't know if they're feigning it, what you do is you have somebody cover, somebody gets in behind, pulls them so that the body's like on top and acts as a shield.
Okay.
This
But
is what
if
we
they're,
get
if they're holding a weapon, then number 2 basically puts a few rounds in them.
Okay, very good.
If it's a booby trap, it explodes away from the body.
Right.
That's the technique. It's
very good. That was far too technical.
I might have done this once or twice. Sorry.
Okay, so like I say, you can feel his body's cold and stiff as you pull his body and drop down to the side, and Hammer as Mason turns the body over. You see this. You see the source of the blood. As Reese is unrecognizable. His face and hands have been chewed off, and there is a gaping bloody hole in his chest with his ribs bent and broken outwards.
Damn those rats.
And Hammer, you can also make a observation roll with a penalty dice.
Wow, with a penalty dice.
With a penalty dice. As your attention is focused over here. Oh dear.
No, I'm too busy focused on him.
Okay.
I'm about to get mauled.
So you don't hear the sound of this soft sound of something dripping from the ceiling.
Jaha, but how can you tell me that if I don't hear it? You don't hear the soft dripping, but it's a soft dripping.
A nice foreshadowing for you.
Oh, come on, let me keep a
for the audience's benefit.
It's like clear.
Oh,
say.
What
the hell?
The soft tearing noise. But you do hear a thud and a clatter of metallic like claws hitting the floor, the concrete floor behind you, and a hiss, an animalistic hiss.
Big rats.
And we will leave it there.
Big rats.
Very good.
Wow.
I'm guessing what it is. I just feel sorry for the poor thing that it's not running yet.
Wow.
Yeah, that was good.
Nice cliffhanger.
No, that was great. Yeah. Thanks, Phil.
Now we're getting there.
Yeah.
No people died.
I know, and we didn't kill each other. We didn't kill each other, which is always a bonus.
No people died, but next time we play might be the shortest session ever.
So we're going back up in the van. Yeah.
It is going to be precinct 13, but it's just a difference.
I knew I should have stayed into it. Oh.
Well, there you go, folks. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. Much appreciated. And once again, congratulations to Ibiza87. We'll get your details and get that shipped out to you.
I'm a bit jealous.
Needless to say, folks, it's worth tuning in. Who knows what's coming? I don't even know what's coming because I get surprised too. But there you go. As always, thanks to everyone that's taken part and help run this game. It's been a lot of fun, a little chaotic, and
thank you for inviting me.
None of us, but always definitely fun. One thing I can't say, it's been boring. But there you go. As usual, just needs me to say, keep up to date with the channel, do the typey clicky things, and until next time, keep it creepy, keep it horrific.